Yo, mi gente. We got some chaos in boxing between Ryan Garcia versus Bill Haney. I'm wondering where the hell Devin Haney is, but it's all good. We also got more news following up on top of that, and we'll also be covering some live news taking place while we're on the live. Now, I want to welcome you guys to Pan con Café with VIC SZN Sports E5. Yes, we're on the 5th episode. So I'm excited for that. I can't wait to continue growing with y'all, man. But we gonna start this live correctly, and you already know what it is, baby.
Toma, huepa, tacho.
VIC SZN, VIC SZN.
Pa' que sepa, puñeta.
Y cabrones.
Before we get started, let me do this quick intro, right? Shout out to all my returning viewers, by the way. I'm gonna go check out the chat real quick in a few. If you're new to this channel, this is where I like to cover the most latest, greatest, and exciting fight news. I also elaborate on my personal thoughts and perspective. I also allow you guys to, express yourself in the comment section so we can further elaborate. If this is the type of content you're into, make sure to smash that like button for your boy. Hit it. On your way in this joint, you gotta hit it. We be having hundreds of viewers, but y'all be forgetting to hit that like button. But y'all commenting crazy, so I know y'all there to support. Just make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, click the notification bell, do all that good stuff. I truly appreciate it. We got the cash out, we got the super chats up, we got the super thank yous, we got the merchandise, we got the memberships. You know what I'm saying? We got 3 options for you to choose from on our memberships. Make sure to pick the best one that fits for you and join the VIC SZN cartel, baby. But let's get right into it.
Toma, huepa, tacho. Pa' que sepa, puñeta.
You know what I mean? And shout out to all my returning viewers, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Where my warriors at?
Warriors, come on to play.
You know what I'm saying? Where my warriors at? If you're not a warrior, we gonna get one of our moderators, you know what I'm saying? The soldiers, one of the warlords, you know what I'm saying, to go take you out, and this is how it's gonna look like.
This is Sparta!
Shout out to my guy, King KT Racho. You already know what's up, my guy. I appreciate you. Let's put you up on here, you know what I'm saying? You already know what's up.
Toma, huepa,
We got the chat familia
tacho, pa' que
tuning in. Make
sepa,
sure,
puñeta.
if you're not subscribed, just to please subscribe quick so you could jump in the chat. You know what I'm saying? It's all love from all nations, all colors, all gangs. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a shit, bro. What you represent. Come tune in. Let's hear your thoughts. I want to get to this Ryan Garcia versus Bill Haney beef. You know what I'm saying? And it's looking pretty crazy right now, right? You already know, Sean. Okay, what is it? Well, okay. Catracho. Catracho, you know what I'm saying? You already know what's up, my guy. So we got and just a heads up, guys, I'm gonna be reading a lot of y'all comments in the introduction to this. You know what I'm saying? So during the first 15 minutes of our session, I'll be responding to a lot of comments. Once I get straight into this topic, baby, I'm gonna be paying attention mainly to the super chats. You know what I'm saying? So that way I could just focus on, you know what I'm saying, giving y'all the news, and then we're gonna get back to the whole group chat. So let's get right into the topic, baby. Real quick before I even get to it. Yo, honestly, Haney's need to get over all this BS. That's a fact, bro. Let me update you real quick on what's been going on if you haven't been caught up yet. So we got my guy, Bill Haney, feeling some type of way about the whole situation with Devin, with Ryan and all that. So we're going to jump right into it. I don't know if y'all watched my video. Go check it out. And the last one I just dropped was yesterday, and it was about the situation with Devin Haney and their relationship with Victor Conte, and also an additional member of Victor Conte's group, which is, his name is Remy something. You know what I'm saying? He was a steroid coach up in Ukraine and Russia, you know what I'm saying? And now he takes care of the whole situation with the track on Snacks program. He takes care of the track situation, right? The crazy thing about that is that, we have Victor Conte not only getting hit for providing steroids and teaching people how to use steroids in boxing, but also in, guess what, other sport? Track, which is where he got Remy from. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get to that. But first, let's go catch you guys up with these whole back and forths going on between Victor Conte and Ryan Garcia on the X app, formerly known as Twitter. So let's get right to that. it reads here, I'm gonna pop this up a little bigger because I be reading like Mayweather sometimes. I'm not gonna hold you. You reading like Mayweather, I'm not gonna lie, bro. But I'm gonna do my best to, you know what I mean? Follow. When I read, you know what I'm saying? You need the bouncy ball. You know what I'm saying? You need and the ball's gonna end up stuttering. The ball's gonna be like, nigga, hurry up so I could move forward. Damn, I just cracked my fucking toe. Oh, fuck. On live though, I just cracked my toenail on the edge of the motherfucking desk. Damn, that shit hurts. I gotta act like it don't hurt that much because I'm literally on live stream, so it is what it is. Let's get right to it. Damn. All right, we got Bill Haney stating on the X app, formerly known as Twitter, and he says, Ryan, you can't win a championship belt, so you wrap a waist belt around your arm and shoot all-string instead. The fans and the sport deserve better than your excuses. If you're so confident you didn't cheat, show us the receipts and prove it. You've quit before, so nothing surprises me about you. Devin never ever quits. We're not letting this slide. All right, so that's one of, you know what I'm saying? So let's hear what Ryan Garcia had to say about this and in his response. And here we have Ryan Garcia responding with let's see what he had to say over here. He said okay, I believe this is it right here. Let's get to it. This is what Ryan Garcia had to say on this jaunt. Ryan Garcia says, in response to Bill Haney on the X app known as Twitter, I didn't need a belt to whoop your son's ass. Like he stole something. Turn the page. This arc is done. Goal was to put a whooping on your son. I did. I know in my heart I never. Okay, I guess that's when I screenshotted to John. I was supposed to, but I never took steroids. Also, you know, I don't read the best. Listen, I'm okay at reading. I'm actually decent. I'm okay, but you gotta understand the way Ryan is typing here too. I'm gonna blame Ryan on this shit, bro. You're not gonna make me look crazy. You're not feeling make me look crazy on live stream, bro. Just the type of way these fighters sometimes type, or just people in general, not just boxers. I'm like, but even myself sometimes the way they type, it's hard for me to kind of like understand the grammar of how they're writing it because there's no proper, you know, pronunciation. There's no like, you know, commas and you know what I'm saying. So I got to try to catch it the best I can. So please forgive me and bear with me. We move on though. He says, however, it showed up in my system in a mystery. What is a little weird though is how your other son knew about the testing before the public, before you, and even before the VITA testing, which your BA never acknowledges. Very fishy, but who cares? I'm over it. I'm trying to continue my career and move on. Devin is not on my level and never will be. Dropped 3 times and had the face all beat up. All right, so that's his response. We're gonna touch up on all of this as soon as I'm done putting y'all on. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll further touch up on the topic. But I just want to make sure I put y'all on first. So from there we have, you know, the response from Bill Haney, and here's what he had to say about this situation. I guess he responded before. I gotta find these tweets real quick. All right. Let me see if this one's it. Okay. Now here's another one he had, John. He said this right here. I see Ryan's fans backing him up, and I respect the loyalty, but real talk, if Ryan's as clean as all you believe, VITA testing should be a no-brainer. Devin's already signed up. Let's clear the air and put the doubts to rest. Fighters and fans deserve the truth. What's the hiding? And you already know what I'm about to say about this, but I'm not going to get to it yet. Now let me show you the response of Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia says here, where it's at, bam. Okay. Ryan Garcia says here, does it have to be your precious VITA bill, or can it be any organization? That's basically what I said before. You know what I'm saying? Does it have to be VITA? Because there's a lot of crazy you know, it's not even speculation. There's a lot of just exposure, a lot of exposed, you know, dark shit going on with Victor content that he exposed himself. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expose it. This is the crazy. The things I expose is stuff that Victor content already exposed himself. That's the craziest shit, right? So, you know, as we all should think, like, yo, maybe we should try another one, not Vada. It's pretty, like, common sense, right? So Bill Haney says, King Cap, stop the precious-ish. You know Vada will expose the truth and bust you in 48 hours if you're still a hot fighter. We both know why you're avoiding it. Fighters and fans deserve real answers, not deflection. It almost seems like my bro's deflecting. He also had to say something about Oscar. We're going to get to that next, but let's get to this, right? I'm going to pull up the first one so we could touch up on these one by one. I just wanted to go through all of them quick for y'all, but I want to go through some of these one by one and kind of nitpick at some things. We got Ryan, Bill Haney saying, Ryan, you can't win a championship belt. All right. He also says, so you rap away. So, okay, that's just him trolling the fan. So this is the other thing. All-string instead. So he's trying to make it seem like all-string is a form of EPO. This is what's dangerous about being ignorant and an uneducated fan, right? Because if you don't know about these type of things and you don't like to research, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna believe that Austrian is a type of drug you could shoot up to get yourself all, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's an EPO. Austrian is not an EPO. Who's gonna shoot up a billionth of something that they shouldn't even be shooting up to begin with? So if you're not educated about this stuff, he's gonna definitely lead you to a direction that you're gonna be so confused and lost about, right? But we're gonna move on from that. He says the fans of the sport deserve better than your excuses. If you're so confident you didn't cheat, show us the receipts and prove it. You've quit before, so nothing surprised me about you. Devin never quits. Now, there's something I could agree that Devin didn't quit on that fight. I got it, and I don't think he ever quit before. That was his first true beating though. He got beat before, but he won by decision, whatnot. But he didn't quit, so I give him that. Ryan, he let go of that fight between him and Tank Davis. I get it, but when he's saying stuff like show us the receipts and prove it. Why don't you show any type of receipts outside of that billionth of a gram of Austrian that you're accusing him for? Because you're saying that he's on steroids. Austrian is in a steroid. So why don't you kind of prove that he did this? Then we're hearing IVs. There's a lot of speculation going on. And if we're going to talk about speculations, let's just talk about Victor content if that's the case. But we're going to move on forward. Now moving on to the next tweet. The next, whatever you want to call that. It's not tweet no more, but you know what I mean. All right, let me see. So then we got this right here, and this is Ryan Garcia's response. And we're going to move it on to, where's his actual response? All right, King Cap. This is the one that we got to get to that next, but I think this is, okay, so this is another one right here. I see Ryan fans backing him up, and I respect the loyalty. But real talk, if Ryan's as clean as you believe, let me put this down here. If Ryan's as clean as you believe, VADA testing should be a no-brainer. Devin's already signed up. Let's clear the air and put the doubts to rest. You guys don't find it fishy that he's only going to VADA? I feel like that's fishy as hell, bro. Why is it that he's just bringing up VADA the whole time? Look at how he just keeps encouraging it. I know that there's a plan behind him going to VADA, because if they could have him test dirty once again, but this time not with a billionth of a gram, this time don't contaminate some type of test with, just as little as they did last time. That's what I believe. I'm just saying my opinion. I'm not saying this is the truth. Disclaimer, what I'm saying is not the absolute truth. I don't claim to know the absolute truth about this situation. I'm just going according to what's already been publicized. And I'm also giving you my perspective and opinion of what I believe is taking place according to what already has been publicized. And what makes sense to me is that this situation between Victor Bill Haney and Victor Conte is that, you know, they want to keep people within VADA. And I feel like that they contaminated joint was the reason why he got hit with a benzene of a gram. You know what I'm saying? Because it was contaminated. They said it's so small, it's like a mustard seed inside of an Olympic-sized swimming pool, right? Maybe it was just a bit on his fingers. They put it on the test, try to wrap that ish up just like that, right? I'm not saying that's what it is, for the record. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, that's what it's looking like. Because you guys are making it seem like he's shooting this up and doing this, and then you keep trying to have him come back to the spot that seemed like, you know, they contaminated his test. Why would he in his right mind go to the same spot where it seemed like they contaminated his test? And why isn't when Ryan Garcia responds with, why can't we just do the other one? The other testing association. Why can't we do that one? He actually ends up deflecting, and he's saying that Ryan Garcia is deflecting. Ryan Garcia basically said, I'll do it, but we don't. Does it have to be your precious VADA? Can we do something else? And then he ignores it, right? And this is where it's kind of like the nail in the coffin, because we see what he's trying to do, and he's deceiving, and he's trying to put, you know, everything on Ryan Garcia without being transparent about this situation. And he's talking about transparency, which is absolutely insane. And we're going to get to that right now. That ain't it. We're going to get where's shot. Right here it is. All right, so then we got King Cap. Stop the pressure. You know VADA will expose the truth and bust you in 48 hours. Y'all do know that. And let me see, which one did he recommend? There was one that was recommended, not VADA, but it was it starts with a W, right? And I'm gonna find the name for that. But my thing is, that's not even the most trusted one. The most trusted one is actually the other one that's being recommended. I think it's WADA. I think it's actually WADA. So my thing is, why is he deflecting? Why is he's saying that Ryan Garcia's deflecting, but Bill Haney's actually deflecting? Because Ryan Garcia is not, he's saying right here, clear as day, that he's open to do it. But why does it have to be VADA? A real genuine answer to that would have been Bill Haney said, listen, we could do whatever you want. My main concern is that I don't want my son fighting against a dirty fighter again. That's what it is. So I don't care which one. Matter of fact, let's do WADA. Let's do WADA instead, because that's, on the record, is the most trusted and popular one right now. You know what I'm saying? So why not let's do WADA instead of VADA? And I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? But he wants to go with VADA. Why you want to go with VADA knowing that VADA has blemishes? I'm not saying that VADA is the worst association. I'm not saying that they're cheated. I'm not saying none of that. But my thing is just knowing that Victor Content was the genesis of VADA. Victor Content worked with athletes with steroids, track and fields. He has a person that's involved in this track and field snacks program. That's the coach that is also a steroid coach up in Russia and Ukraine. You know, the list goes on. He knows how to clear it. He knows how to clear the positive test. So what in Bill's right mind, like, makes him ignore these facts? Because this is the truth. This is actually exposed and publicized by Victor Conte himself. Why is Bill Haney so stuck on VADA, knowing that this is a funny issue going on and taking place in this situation, right? People don't understand. He's not even getting the point right now. Let me get some of this café. Yo, and for the record, I was going to get some pan, right? We're going to touch up on this too. Listen, I was going to get some pan con café, but, you know, I've been eating mad pan, yo. I've been eating mad bread, bro. And I'm trying to get myself in a better type of diet. I'm going to keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? So, we're still going to do pan con café, but, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't have bread yesterday, son, I would have had some bread tonight. I would have had some bread in this day. I would have had my pan con café, dip, all that. You know what I'm saying? But I just got café for now. And I'm going to do my best to just hold off on the bread till we do pan con café podcast. You know what I'm saying? So, just want to throw that out there. Let me see what's up on the chat. What y'all think about that so far, man? I want to hear y'all thoughts. Let's see what's up. They looking weaker and weaker. The longer they stay riding. Ryan's D. Okay. If If Bill feels that way, convince your fake champ son to take the rematch. Wait, I'll call Cotto for you so he can show your son how to get your get back. Damn. Come on. Cotto got cheated in a way worse, dangerous battery way. Like, if there's a way that you could sue somebody for battery in a boxing match, it would be the way Cotto and Margarita fight went, considering that he had the motherfucking plaster cast glove, bricks in his glove. You know what I'm saying? That's more of a battery because, you know, you didn't hit me with your actual glove and palm. You hit me with some other ish. You know what I'm saying? You damn near hit me with a brick. And you swung it to your maximum power and strength. That is more considered of a battery, right? Let's move on. We got my guy. What's up, my guy? Lightning, what's up with you, Mr. Lightning? What's up? What's up? Devin is soft to the maximum. Oh, yeah. It's low-key embarrassing at this point. I think Bill is making him look softer. I think, like, Devin side of me is like, Devin, I don't think he's that soft. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Devin, because he's the one that's getting inside the ring. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, this is my take. I don't think Devin is soft. I think Devin is, you know, the fact that he took a beating the way he did and kept getting up to get beat up some more, had to show some type of heart and toughness. So I think Devin is tough, but I think he's getting babied and, how would I say, babied and too much influenced by his dad to the extent that's reflecting back to Devin Haney and making him look crazy. So then when Devin Haney, I feel like when he's time to go to media, Bill Haney's telling Devin Haney, hey, say this, say this, say this. You know what I'm saying? That's why when Devin Haney goes up, he never really seems confident in what he's saying. He stutters a lot. His delivery is off. He seems like he's just trying to find the words and trying to remember what his dad told him what to say. And I bet if we could have Devin Haney freely speak his mind, he'll probably be like, listen, let's get it in, bro. F all that. Let's get it in. Let's stop talking. Let's go back. But, you know, Bill Haney, I feel like, is getting in the middle of that, trying to do his best to just to benefit off the situation the best he can, you know, considering that he already had to go through the embarrassment. So now he wants to catch up. You know what I'm saying? Keep that balance. Okay, I got embarrassed, but now we need that money, them finances to catch up. He's just doing it in a way where it doesn't include boxing, and that leaves a bad taste in the boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy work. Crazy work. Fahi are trying to set up Ryan sincerely. Okay. Yeah. Hey, I'm not sure. I think Devin was on steroids. That's why he kept getting up in the... Bro, you know what gets me upset? We have Ryan Garcia. When he was getting hit with that, there was another guy. I forgot what his name was, but he's in the Devin Haney camp. He supposedly knows a lot about PDs, whatnot. And he in that joint, he even mentioned in that video, and I already covered this, and he said, our string is garbage. Our string don't do nothing. He already said that. And he's talking about when you're talking about a load, but now we're talking about a billionth of a gram of our string. So if our string is garbage when you have a full dose, what about a billionth of a gram? And this is an individual that's coming from the Devin Haney camp. He didn't even know he said what he said when he said it. To the fact, when you see his expression after he said it on live video, this was when he did it with Mill City. And then when he said that, he was like, you could see the expression change. Yeah, you should never have said that, Pa, but you can't take it down now. You know what I'm saying? One thing, right? And during that process with Ryan Garcia, and they was going through this back and forth with Bill Haney and them, you have this guy, that same dude, and he mentions, oh, but there's something else that could cover it up, that could make that could kind of cloud it and make you act hype during the fight. So he's introducing another drug that gets you hype and excited, that could cloud or, you know, basically mask the PEDs, right? I was like, you know, Victor Conte, and I was looking, this is crazy how this just naturally falls on my lap. I seen a highlight of Clarissa Shields that also messes with Victor Conte, and before the round was over, not even a fight, before the round was over for one of her fights, she lands like the last punch, and then she screams, ah, loud as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Mad excited. Like, if there's ever a time where somebody's referring that drug to another fighter because they're getting a little bit too excited, I think Clarissa Shields is the one you want to aim that to. And guess who Clarissa Shields deals with? She deals with my guy, Victor Conte. And on top of that, why would that guy from Devin Haney's camp mention this shit when it could also be applied to Devin Haney? Everything they're saying about Ryan Garcia, just off of that billionth of a gram, I feel like they're exposing a lot about their own ways. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to put it on to Ryan Garcia because of that billionth of a gram. That looks obviously like it was a contaminated test. That's what it looks like. So we're going back to my that dude, Devin Haney's camp, and then we seen, okay, just off that billionth of a gram, they're saying all this extra-ish. There's a quote, right? And a lot of times this don't apply to everyone, but in this situation, I feel like it applies. And it goes, a lot of people are, the energy they put out is just a reflection of themselves. So when you see someone like Devin Haney and the Bill and the Haneys and the group, and they're all attacking them with new speculations. There's so much new speculation. Where are you coming up with this speculation? Where are you coming up with this? Are you researching speculations about this situation? That's what I'm most confused on. What's making you come up with all of this off of a billionth of a gram? Where are you getting this information from? What's making you dig this deep and so fast? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is some professional PD-ish, and y'all just knowing it like the back of your hand. Where are you getting this information from off of just what's been the billionth of a gram that was popped up in the test? And this is just my opinion. I truly believe that what they're putting now is just a reflection of themselves. They understand this system already, as if they've been dealing with this system already. So everything that they already know about this situation, they're targeting and applying it to Ryan Garcia just because they feel like they can get away with it off of the billionth of a gram and what seems to be a contaminated test. Smash that like button on your way in, man. Stop playing with me. All right, let's get through some of these comments. All right. Suing for getting beaten up in boxing match under these circumstances is very terrible. It's a very terrible look for Devin Haney. The money probably won't be worth it in the long run. Like I said, it'll only be worth it if they already got an exit route planned, an escape route planned. You know what I'm saying? My idea of this is that, and even there's a post where he said that he didn't even get the money. You know what? We're gonna get to that right now. There's a part that I didn't even show y'all that I'm gonna get to right now when he came at Oscar de la Hoya. So check this out. We're gonna get to that right now. I'm gonna read this one real quick. The truth will come out in 10 years in the documentary of Ryan Garcia. Yeah, yeah, that's what it's looking like, right? It's gonna eventually come out. They're gonna come open because you know why? They're gonna be offered the bag to do a documentary about it, and that's the only bag that they're gonna be able to take because everything else they done finessed themselves out of. And I'm talking about the Haneys. That's what it's looking like. Let's see what's up over here. Ryan and Devin need to move on from each other. This fight will not do numbers just like the first one. Domo Land Entertainment. I think they should move on from each other, but I'll be lying if I said that I don't think that part 2 would be bigger. I think the part 2 would be bigger, but I think we're getting to a certain point where, you know, Devin Haney is fatiguing the fans from this situation. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was creating anticipation for part 2, and I think it could still be a really big fight, and I think it'll be bigger than the part 2. But if they continue this route, Devin Haney and them, if they continue this route, I feel like they'll fatigue the fans from their excitement to want to see a rematch. It's getting to that point already. Like, I'm already fatigued. I'm keeping it on. I'm low-key fatigued. But I think we'll have to see. Let's see, man. Let's see how the cards play out. But here's another post I wanted to show you guys that had to do with Oscar de la Hoya. And it's Bill Haney coming at Oscar de la Hoya. You know what I'm saying? So here it goes. Let's bring it up. And it reads here. Stop the BS, Oscar. Your clapback took a week and it'll still be broken. You answered no questions. Ryan said he paid $1.5 million for the weight issue, but we only got $600K. Plus, Golden Boy received $1 million in damages, leaving $900K unaccounted for. If you want, I'll come over and pick up the 1.9 right now. Fighters and fans deserve transparency. Settle this the right way. If you ask me, from the look of this, if you're already doing a lawsuit, right? If you're already doing a lawsuit, and you know for a fact you're winning and you're guaranteeing a W, and you don't got to go through dealing with, why are you trying to make an offer to somebody to deal with it the right way outside of the court system from something you already started? You already started the process. Now you want to back out of it after you already started the process of a lawsuit. Now you just want to be like, you know, that maybe Bill Haney knows that it's done for. Maybe he got try to go for this lawsuit. He's understanding that, yo, this shit is not getting me nowhere. I'm done. So he's trying to find his way, because this is pretty random if you ask me about Bill Haney, to try to get the VADA. I truly believe what's taking place behind the scenes with Bill Haney is he has some lawyers, right? And you guys let me know in the comment section right now what put in the comment section, right? And drop a thumb if you agree. We're gonna start this like this, right? I believe, according to what I just read right here in the House Delivered, and according to the random, you know, Bill Haney post about this, that the lawyers told Devin, Bill Haney, that listen, we can't really win this unless we have a guaranteed test that proves that he was actually had a physical enhancement. You know, the judge is going to see this. The jury is going to see it. They're going to be able to have a defense, and they're going to let you guys know that a billionth of a gram can't do much. You know, that's not a speculation. That's a fact. You know, billionth of a gram don't do nothing. They'll do the tests. They'll do whatever to prove that point. We're going to need you to, if you really want to win this case, have them do another VADA test. And if it's still in the system, even with that amount, then we have more of a lead to prove a point to saying, why is this still in his system? It seems like every time he's ready to take a test, he has this little amount, as if maybe you'll have more to deal with from there. You know what I'm saying? But we need another test, or you're going to really need him to dirty up his test more. A billionth of a gram is not going to do it. We need you to get another test from him. You got to do VADA. Go to VADA, get that test done. Let's see how we can make that work, right? That's one. And another thing said, listen, if you're not able to get this VADA test done, we're going to lose this. So the best bet is to do your best to try to get it settled outside of the court. You know what I'm saying? Your best, that's the two options if you want to continue with this lawsuit and become successful. You got to get him to test dirty again, but for more of an amount, because a billionth of a gram is not going to be enough to prove that he had a actual physical enhancement during that fight. Or you're going to have to see how you can settle this outside the court system if you're able to. You know what I'm saying? That's the idea that's coming behind my head. And I'm pretty good at analyzing situations, though. I'm not even playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really predict this. I'm like some, you know what I'm saying, psychic on some ish, bro. And I guarantee you this is what's taking place. I could be wrong, though. Just like I said, disclaimer. I don't claim to know the absolute truth about this. I don't. But I'm going according to how they're putting this out there, right? And you can't tell me that this is not what it looks like. First of all, he's saying Ryan Garcia only paid him $600K for each pound. Bro, my thing is, right, and he's trying to take that to court, right? They're gambling. I just want to know. Let me get this Café real quick. I appreciate the Thomas in the comment section too, yo. I just want to know, right? $600K. Devin Haney initiated this gamble. Is this gamble even considered legal? I don't give a shit if it is or not. I'm just speaking for the behalf of Bill Haney before he gets himself in some BS, right? Because it seems like he's going into this with his head chopped off on some headless horseman type shit, not using his brain. Is that gamble even considered legal and legit? according to the laws of wherever they was at? Are they able to just say in public and let it be known, hey, we just had a side bet? I'm not sure that's legal. Y'all can let me know in the comments. But if that's not legal and you still got paid $600K, you should shut your ass up and just be grateful that you even got anything for Ryan Garcia losing a pound or anything, because nobody gets money at all. You see how you're starting to even see the spoiled bratness within Bill Haney's side. Complaining about, oh, it wasn't 1.5, it was $600K. Who gets money for losing weight for their opponent coming overweight? Who gets that type of bread? And if it was $100, that's an additional $100 you could probably put into gas, whatever the case is, that you're not supposed to be paid anyway. Even if it was $100. Ryan Garcia paying you $600K, and the fact that no matter what you said, it was only $600K, right? That's what you're saying? But Devin Haney already made a post when he did that and said that he honored the bet. Devin Haney said himself that he honored the bet. Publicized it on Twitter. He said Ryan Garcia honored the bet. Ryan Garcia also honored the bet between him and Errol Spence. It was a 10K joint. You know what I'm saying? When they betted, I forgot what fight it was. But anyways, it was a 10K joint. So my thing was, Ryan seems to be the more honorable individual in this situation, considering that at least, even if it was $600K, even if it was $100K, bro, you wasn't supposed to get paid. I'm not even sure it was supposed to be legal to do that, and he still did it. Y'all wildin'. All right. Let me see. I seen somebody said something. I love the challenges, man. I want to hear your perspective. Let's do that. Let me put this down. All right. Let me see where it's at. Y'all defending an addict is wild. An addict. Shout out to D Money, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, I want everybody in my chat to understand that regardless who you going for, regardless who it is that you rocking with, it don't mean we got to be here insulting each other. So regardless, I respect your take, but I just want to know more about your take. You know, sometimes the chat could get a little hectic, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of passionate fans and y'all like to attack each other. That's cool. Try to keep it respectful as possible. I'm not here to attack any of y'all, regardless if you agree with me or not. But what I would like to get in return is enlightenment from your perspective. Maybe you might open up my mind to some, but I'm going according to what things are looking like and what's already been publicized. So if you're saying y'all defending an addict is wild, that's like a blanket statement. That's very like addict. Okay, I'm not supporting an addict. You're saying, like, even if he was an addict, let's say he was a crack addict, whatever the case is, that's not why I'm supporting Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? That's not. So I'm not sure. I just want to get some clarification on what you meant by y'all defending an addict is wild. I just want to understand. Why do you think that Ryan Garcia is an addict? If you're talking about him being an alcoholic, whatever the case is, cool. But what do you mean by that, by addict? I just want to get some clarification so we could build on this topic. You know what I'm saying? But we got to make it make sense. We got to make it make sense. I want to know where your perspective is at. If you take a little too long, I'll just move on. But I'll give you a little time to, you know what I'm saying? To respond. I know the typing is not going to, you know what I'm saying? If you're on your phone, you're not going, you know what I'm saying? It's going to take a little bit. But I'll give you some time. Let me see what else we got. For the meantime, let me read up these other joints. That is a good point. That is why they want Ryan to sign to VADA, so they can test Ryan. And even if Ryan's next test is negative, Victor Conte is going to make it positive to incriminate. So my thing is, if Victor Conte can make a positive test negative, what makes you think that he can't make a negative test positive?
Toma, huepa, chacho, pa que sepa, puñeta.
We just want to know what's up with Wilder. See, this is the thing. There's a lot of emotional fans because they're saying y'all defending an addict is wild, but that's just a statement. That's like you're just exaggerating the situation to make it look like what we're doing is some malice shit. When in all reality, what is there to prove that he's an addict? I'm only going according to what's publicized. Now, if you call him an alcoholic, I could be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm not supporting him because he's an alcoholic. But I'm supporting him in this situation right now so far because what's been publicized is not enough for what he's getting accused for. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. To call him a cheater over a bit of gram is not enough to be a cheater. How? You know what I'm saying? Oh, but he could microdose. That's speculation. You got to prove that. I'm going according to what's publicized. Let's see what else is here. All right. But I got Blair Flair beating Devin, so the Ryan and Devin rematch may never happen. Yeah, Doma, you already know what's up. Ryan recently said he will fight Devin only if he can defeat Blair Cobbs first. Yeah, I mean, yeah, bro. I'm still waiting for that response, D-Money. I would like that response. You know what I'm saying? And it's no attack. Listen, I don't care where you could be from. Australia, Europe, Asia, Africa, America, South America. I don't know if I miss any continents or whatever, but I don't care where y'all from, man. If you have valid information outside of just saying y'all defending an addict and y'all just, then I'm willing to hear you out or read you out. I'm still learning how to accept guests and stuff. I honestly don't know if I want to get into that. I feel like that's going to be a headache for my channel. If I do that, I'll probably just do a 60-second thing where you guys could express yourself and I'll just be like, okay, you got it off your chest. That's what's up. But as of right now, I would like to read whatever you guys have to say about this topic to help open up my mind to something that I may not know about. You know, there's a few individuals that did make some points in my comment sections before. I wish I could find it out. They did make some defending Devin Haney, right? It's just not enough because it's still part of that is speculation. The things that I have to say about Victor content is not speculation. This is stuff that has been publicized by Victor content himself, right? It looks like Devin ran out of leche and need that bread. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's crazy work, man. It's crazy work, man. Yo, we got 65 viewers in here. Yo, I need all y'all to smash that like button for your boy. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not subscribed. It's only a 1 minute wait for you to jump into the chat. You know what I'm saying? And let's work. Let's cook. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear y'all thoughts. This is not to try to this is not a biased take. This is a fan take. Just being open-minded to all perspectives. But the perspective that makes the most sense is that Ryan Garcia, as of right now, and what's been publicized, is not guilty over this BS. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to beat the case. He's going to spank that case easy. This is why we're getting this type of response. This is why we're getting this type of response from Bill Haney. You know what I'm saying? This is why we're getting that type. Because if he was really confident in that situation that was going on, he's forcing the VADA. And then now he's trying to see how they could work it out outside of the courtroom. Let me just get that 1.9. He thinks he's going to just get 1.9 million easy. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get 1.9. You know, I got 600,000 from Ryan, but he still owes me 900,000. He's trying to finesse himself to get him more money. Why wasn't you worried about that money after? Because you took it. You settled for 600. I bet you any money that's what happened. He only got paid 600,000. He didn't get paid the full 1.5 million because I bet you he settled for the 600,000. He was like, listen, I'll give you 600,000 up front. Maybe Ryan Garcia made a bet. This is speculation for the record. But for them not to mention anything up until now about that 600,000, that only tells me that he settled for the 600,000. And then right to getting sued, which is the most dirtiest ish ever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you know what I'm saying, my guy real quick. Where we at? My guy Frontline in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got the wrench in the building, the warlord. Just for the record, man, where's all my warriors at? If you're a warrior, type down Toma in the comment section. Toma. If you're not Spanish or whatnot. Toma just means like, yo, Toma, like take that. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy though. no Diddy, motherfucker. But you know, like, yeah, boy, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like Toma. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. You know what I'm saying? If you're a warrior. Come out and play in this comment section, you know what I'm saying? And with the chat, you know what I'm saying? And if you're not, we got my guy Frontline. And he has that name for a reason because he stays Frontline and make sure the chat is copacetic. And he's going to come through, and if somebody's acting up, this was going to happen.
This is Sparta!
Yeah, man. I'm also looking for about 2 more wrenches. You know what I'm saying? If y'all interested, y'all could let me know in the comment section. I'll see how long y'all been around. I gotta build some type of trust. You know what I'm saying? I'm still growing this channel, but it's growing faithfully. So I'm grateful as hell for that. But I'm still looking for about 1 or 2 more wrenches of my subscribers that are actually, you either got to be a member or you just got to be very active on my channel, meaning like you're commenting on my stuff, like, so that way I know that you're there all the time and I can count on you to be there on lives. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like you fit that, then make sure you know what I'm saying, like, yo, I'm down. I want to be a part of the you know, you want to be a part of the security team. That's what we're gonna call it. You know what I'm saying? The VIC SZN security team. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to be a part of the security team, let me know. You know what I'm saying? And I'll see if I throw you the wrench. Other than that, let's get down to these. We got Freddie Romero. He probably calling Ryan a addict because for the promotion of the fight, Ryan was drinking in order to get to Haney's mind. Honestly, even if he was drinking, he's an alcoholic, that's cool. That's none of my business. You know what I'm saying? Drinking is legal. I don't support it. Occasionally I'll probably have a drink, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the idea of drinking either. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it kind of dictates your personality, your character, and you kind of lose control of that. You know what I'm saying? But here and there, I'll probably occasionally have a drink, not to get drunk, maybe just to, you know, try to get a little comfortable, I guess, around the environment. I don't know. And I don't even do that nowadays. It just, the moment I take a sip, I'm just like, every time I go somewhere, bro, somebody offers me a drink, I'm like, hey, I'll grab a little drink. I take like a sip and it's mad food. They're like, damn, nigga, you ready? Or they're like, yo, you ready for your next shot? I'm like, nah, I haven't even finished this shit. They're like, yo, I'm good. It always ends up like that. People get pissed. Don't invite me to drink with you because I don't drink like that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get pissed. You're going to be like, damn, man, I'm going to have to drink this OJ myself. But anyways, yeah, that's probably, but if he is talking about Ryan Garcia being a drunk, I can't disagree. Every time I see him on live, he does have a drink on him. I'm not judging him off that, though. This is not what this is about. So maybe this is a different topic that, you know what I'm saying, you don't need to be touching up on. I don't know. Smash that like. Yes, sir. Let's get up. We should have 72 likes right now. Smash that like. Whether you rock with me or not, but you here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? All right. What else we got here? How is Ryan an addict when Devin is the one taking the work from the plug? Man, you know, it's crazy work out here. You know what I'm saying? We got some tomas, you know what I'm saying? So I rock with the familia. Toma. You know what I'm saying? What up, familia? Are we live? Yes, sir, we live. We copacetic. All right, let's see what's up, Toma. You know what I'm saying? Dímelo, papi. All right. Let's see what's up, what we got here. I still can't believe that Haney's haven't moved on. They going to end up on Pro Box. Facts, fighting on a Wednesday. I'm trying to tell y'all, they bugging. And they might finesse that bag next. They're going to get offered something for like 50 racks. And then they're going to be like, nah, man, we not doing that. And then next thing you know, they're not going to be fighting on Wednesdays. They're going to be fighting on motherfucking, I don't even know, bro. They might not even have a schedule after that. I am green, man, not alcoholic. Yeah, me too, Sean. I'm more, not gonna lie, I'm more on that medication. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it on here. I'm professional. Like, when it comes to being medicated, I do it, like, responsibly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just sitting here getting lazy, blowing. No, I don't even smoke joints. I like the bowls. I like to just, I'm not that type of pothead. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, sometimes, you know, I'm a little, you know what I'm saying, wild, and I gotta, like, calm myself down. And coffee don't be making it better. I'm not gonna. I like coffee, son. I like coffee. All right, let me see what we got here. I got a lot of wrenches on boxing channels. I'll be in here. You have really good content. I appreciate you, Mr. Lightning. Come around. I gotta see you more often, bro. I gotta see you more often. If you come more often, I'm gonna hand you that wrench, bro. I don't really recognize your profile picture and name too much, but maybe like after the first few times you stay active with my posts, I could be like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? I can count on you to make sure everything's going good in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? But let me see what else we got here. What we talking about? I don't have nothing. I don't have to say nothing. You say it better and louder than me. All right, let's see what's up. At this point, they're better off endorsing a pillow company and getting... Right, he might have to do slap joint. That's that power slap. I'm not going to lie. Devin Haney, I said this from the gate. I don't know if nobody remember. If you guys remember this, you let me know. But I'm saying this, and I'm saying this in all fairness. Devin Haney is going to finesse himself out of big fights because he don't want to take a specific sacrifice with the finances, you know what I'm saying, with a purse. Because he could easily take 1.5 million, you know what I'm saying, come back and get a bigger thing, you know what I'm saying? He could make a crazy, he could make history in his fight for 1.5 million, 1.7 million. You know what I'm saying? And then come back making much more. It could happen like that. The sport of boxing is unpredictable. It's also unforgivable. And right now, a lot of people not forgiving Devin Haney's for doing the things how they doing, right? But I mentioned this, and I want to get to this, right? I predicted that Devin Haney will continue to finesse himself out of fights, and he's going to end up being on shows like Love and Hip Hop. I guarantee you, Devin Haney will end up being on shows like Love and Hip Hop. It'll probably be something like Left Hook and Hip Hop. It'll probably be like Love or Hate the Left Hooks reality show. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it would be called. But listen, what I'm saying is, I guarantee you, if he doesn't come back soon, I'm predicting him starting to do reality shows after this to get a different type of bag and not from boxing. Which might not be that dumb. It might be a smart move. I don't know if he's going to make as much as he did with boxing, you know what I'm saying? But maybe it'll be something he'll be more comfortable doing, since that's the type of lifestyle seems like he's idolizing more. You know what I'm saying? He seems like he likes the reality, you know, follow me around and type of style, you know what I'm saying? And you know what's the saying? You got to fake it to make it, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. What y'all talking about? Mr. Lightning, the wrench committee is ruthless. I was stripped and challenged. Yeah, bro. He had to get jumped back in. Frontline, I'm letting y'all know we get busy on this channel for that security team, bro. We got Frontline. He's the HOS. He's the head of security right now. But check this out. He had lost his position before, Sean. And then he had to get jumped back in. You know what I'm saying? That boy had to get jumped back in, bro. But he had to do a few missions. But he's back at it. You know what I'm saying? Taking the front line. You know what I mean? I think Devin will start working with Jake Paul and building himself up. Not for nothing, I think that could be one of the smartest things Devin Haney could do. You know, we have Jake Paul has a budget. I'm not saying that he's gonna give Devin Haney what he's asking for, but one thing about Jake Paul is that, you know, he turned Amanda Serrano into a, you know, multi-millionaire type ish. You know what I'm saying? You know, he actually gave her the money she deserved because she's a legend, Amanda Serrano. And after she met Jake Paul, she started really getting the money she truly deserved in the sport for all the work she put in. So shout out to, you know, Jake Paul. If Devin Haney, I guarantee you, bro, that if Devin Haney goes to Jake Paul, he'll become a better fighter. And y'all probably gonna laugh at me, right? But think about this. When Jake Paul first started boxing, nobody expected him to be that good. But you know what made him that good? The ability to be able to focus solely on training camps with having the budget to train with the best. You know what I'm saying? He could provide that same type of, you know, approach to Devin Haney moving forward, where Devin Haney just got to fully focus on becoming better. You know what I'm saying? Tape up that glove around your head like this. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know what I'm saying? Put both of them motherfuckers right here. Put both gloves right here. When there's a picture with him picking up his shit, no, he needs to have a picture like this. Block that shit with both of your gloves, nigga. You're gonna need to block all that. All right, let me see what we rocking with over here. Let's see what's up. The point is, Ryan was showing behaviors that can show that he was not disciplined, like drinking in camera, partying, etc. But Ryan was trying to psychologically get to Haney's mind, and he did. Absolutely. He did it before he even started drinking. He did it in the press conferences, from rapping, freestyling. And I already told you, when I covered this part, this is one of the first videos I covered when it came to the my channel. And it showed Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney in the press conference. And when it showed him that, excuse me real quick. Damn, I gotta spit over. My bad, I had to spit in the garbage. But listen, after I covered that part, I said, yo, if Devin Haney loses this fight, this is gonna mentally hurt him forever. Because they're not giving Ryan Garcia no shot. Devin Haney's like, he's not taking this fight serious. He's not doing. And I'm like, you know what? They're not taking Ryan Garcia serious at all, to the extent where if Ryan Garcia wins, it's gonna mentally affect Devin Haney, right? And I said this, and I'm gonna pull up a video, and I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna bring it back up. And we still haven't heard anything about Devin Haney coming back to really secure a fight. And he's even admitting to being mentally unstable. I said this, I'm a psychic with this shit, because I knew it was gonna happen this way, bro. I already knew it was gonna happen this way. Jake Paul will not going to work with Bill Haney. Yeah, he might not. He might not. You know what I'm saying? David Velez says, remember Ryan took a hair sample test and nothing was in his system. And then Victor Content made a video saying hair samples are not accurate. But years ago, he said hair samples are the most accurate. It's just all BS, bro. It's all BS. What Victor Conte is doing is all BS. The fact that he's even saying, when you said that the hair samples, from my understanding and knowledge, you know, because I had got myself involved in some trouble back in the days, and I learned that the hair filing actually goes back, you know, when they had to do testing, I had to go through testing. And I was doing my best to avoid hair testing, because all I kept hearing was they just go track back from not just a month. You know, I used to blow down heavy. So when I was on papers, so I had to go test, I'm sure if y'all ever been on papers, man, and y'all had to go, you know what I'm saying, see your PO, and y'all got to see him like I had to go on some weekly shit, you know what I'm saying, like a couple times a week. They kept trying, and I had to pay every time. It was BS. But, you know, I was getting kind of threatened to getting a hair sample, because they didn't believe that my shit kept coming out, not positive or negative. It just, my pee was just coming out like water, because I kept, the niacin pills. Y'all remember the niacin pills? I don't know if y'all remember that shit, man. Y'all don't probably get into trouble like that when y'all was young. I don't know. But we had to take niacin pills, and they was like, yo, bro, if you keep doing this, you're either going to get violated, or we could possibly give you a hair sample to see, you know, how back we could track you've been on, you know, been smoking marijuana since you've been on papers. Crazy shit, right? So the fact that somebody like Victor Content saying something like that is like, bro, you're only saying anything that's going to favor your perspective of this whole situation. Crazy work. At this point, with all the BS the Haneys have done and are doing, I don't think anyone will work with them. You hear everybody talking about it. It's no longer, you know, I feel like this started as a race war. You know what I'm saying? And if you sided against Devin Haney, then you are automatically racist. If you were black siding against Haney, then you was Uncle Tom. You know what I'm saying? Now it's becoming like, nah, race don't got shit to do with this, bro. It don't got nothing to do with this. And I feel like people are waking up to the situation now. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, this is OD. This is it's still dragging on this long. You know what I'm saying? You know, the only thing that might compete with this for dragging long after taking a loss is Berlanga. You know what I'm saying? But at least Berlanga didn't get beat up like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy. Berlanga didn't get beat up like that. So it was also, you know, it's a reward for, you know, being able to last 12 rounds with Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So I give him the credit. But damn, if there's anybody that's close to even dragging something as long as Devin Haney that's dragging this situation, it's probably Edgar Berlanga. But come on, son. We got to cut this out, man. Shout out to Edgar Berlanga, though. Come back. Let's hear an announcement, bro. We want to see you back in the gym. We want to see you. We don't want to see you in the clubs. We don't want to see you pitching at the Mets. I mean, the first week was cool, but, you know, we're on like the third week, a month later. You know what I'm saying? Let's see a fight. Anyways, moving on. Sorry, guys, but no female is a legend in boxing in my eyes. Hey, that's on you, Pa. But Amanda Serrano, you know why I disagree with you? Because Amanda Serrano is the first female boxer to go 12 rounds, 3-minute rounds, just like the men. She also has the record for female boxing for the most knockouts. She's about to have it for the most divisions. Well, she already has the most divisions of female boxing, but she's about to be tied with Pacquiao with the most world titles in multiple divisions. So, yeah, I get it. You don't got to be sorry, bro. That's your perspective. But me, I 100% disagree with you. Amanda Serrano is a complete whoa. You know what I'm saying? I think she's definitely a legend in the sport of boxing, 100% in my eyes. But obviously, I know the masses of, fans, when they think of boxing, they think of men. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But that's what it is. When you think of females, you don't really think of boxing. You probably think of, I don't know what sports that involve females, like, field hockey and shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see what's up. The Almighty General. Devin ain't got exposed. Yeah, definitely did. We the Matias tribe. No the Pia. Nah, man. I love Matias, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really digging how the outcome is coming right now. But I'm still feeling Matias. You know what I'm saying? I want to watch this fight. It's the fight with him for the Taino versus Aztec fight. I feel like they're pushing the Mexican versus Puerto Rico rivalries a little too much. You've seen the Berlanga and the Canelo fight going on. I think they're trying to get the leftovers of that hype to come onto this card with the Taino versus Aztec. And I just feel like the look of it is type trash. I'm just keeping it 100. The promo looks trash. Everything looks pretty much trash. I know this because I'm a producer. I do video production. You know what I'm saying? It looks pretty trash in my eyes if we're trying to promote a PR versus Mex showdown. So I'm a little disappointed with this comeback. But hopefully he could win this fight, get it out the way, and then we could see him back in that, in the top of 140 again, right? And at least, trying to get a title shot. No one in the history of boxing had made soap operas like the Haney. Ladies like Amanda Serrano, Clarissa Shields, etc. These ladies are legends. Yeah. I mean, I disagree with Clarissa Shields being a legend right now. I feel like besides, let's take the idea of the undisputed titles out the way, right? Because we have to, right? Let's take the idea of the undisputed title away. And let's just see how their careers look outside the undisputed titles. We could look at the fighters they faced, you know what I'm saying? Their opponents, how worthy they were. And let's see. I think she's definitely one of the greats of this current time. But I feel like to be a legend, it's there's a journey, a long journey that has to take place with being a legend. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, I feel like he's a legend. These divisions in the men's boxing, especially in the ones that Canelo competed in, you're not able to be a 3-time undisputed with 13 fights. You know what I'm saying? You're not able to become 3-time undisputed with just 3 fights. Loma, or 13 fights. Loma became champion pretty soon. He had a great, phenomenal amateur career. You know what I'm saying? Just like Clarissa Shields did. So I get it. But 3-time undisputed within 14 fights, that's nothing about that is legendary unless you're a casual, in my opinion. Because that's just the titles. What is a title? Think about it. What's a title? Movies got titles. You know what I'm saying? A title is just showing you who this... Okay, I got to change the Johns real quick. That we gonna pop up the other screen right quick. Let's see what's up. What should I pull up? Let me see what I could pull up. All right. What's this? But yeah, my thing is, all right, here we go. We got Devin perfect right here. Devin Haney, and look who's behind him. A person that got popped for PDs. You see that? The individual that's behind him, Devin Haney, right now got popped for PDs. So here's my thing, right? Clarissa Shields, it's hard for me to consider her. It's hard for me to consider her a legend because there's not enough quantity. She has qualities, that's great, but I feel to be a legend, you have to have the quality with the quantity. Right now, Amanda Serrano is probably the only fighter that has the quantity with the quality. She has a whole bunch of knockouts. One of those knockouts include a gold medalist. That's quantity and quality. The most knockouts with just one of those with multiple knockouts against top contenders, but one of them at least being a gold medalist. You know, winning by the tie with Pacquiao with most titles in most divisions. You know what I'm saying? With multiple titles in most divisions. So come on, we got to keep it real over here. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Clarissa Shields is one of the greats of right now. But of all time, I can't consider her that right now. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. But what we got, the doodoo stain. Yo, somebody let me know how much likes is on this channel right now, man, on this live. I didn't even get to see it yet. Let me see what we got here. Let me look back at these. We got, for me, female boxing is midget boxing, fall in the same category. That's grimy, son. Shout out to Amanda Serrano, man. Listen, man. I got something like Amanda Serrano, bro. Like, I got a special type of, you know, fan for her. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Don't take that like I like her or something. But I got a special connection with someone like Amanda Serrano, man. I could just understand someone's journey by looking at their careers. And when you see the longevity of her career, it's kind of like, damn, bro, how humble she is today after accomplishing so much in the sport with so much quantity with quality mixed together. And she's still, for the record, me and Amanda Serrano, you know what I'm saying? She be reaching out sometimes. I don't be letting y'all know that. But for the record, she be reaching out sometimes, bro. And she be like, yo, I love what you got. Like, she's cool as hell, bro. Amanda Serrano's cool as hell, bro. Pull up the Haney face up. Now, I'm not going to do Haney that bad, bro. I'm about to pull up the doodle stain soon, though, man. But look, we got this individual right here. The individual in the back, right there, is a part of, got popped for steroids. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, the people that got caught taking steroids from Victor Conte, they didn't get caught because they popped positive. Ain't that crazy? They got caught because they came forward. That's wild, bro. They didn't even get caught from a positive test. They got caught because they had came forward. So, hey, I'm just here to deliver you the news. Don't kill the messenger. You know what I'm saying? Do not kill the messenger, dog. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm not here to start no YouTube beef and get, you know, YouTube jumped in this junk. Let me see who wins in the third round fight, Ryan Garcia or Bill Haney? We got 96% for Ryan Garcia, and we got 4% for Bill Haney. So let me find out. Bill Haney got some hands, yo. Bill Haney got some. I'm sure he does. Listen, I'm not taking away from Bill Haney claiming to be from the streets. You know what I'm saying? He could be from the streets, but how old is Bill Haney right now, bro? I think he's 60. How old is Bill Haney? Type it in the comments. I'm going to look it up at the same time. I think he's 60 years old, bro. I think he might be over 60 years old. And that's the most cringiest part, because a person that is still, I'm going to break something down. This is something that I noticed. I'm not saying this applies to Bill Haney, but if he's about 60, 70 years old, let's see, where does it say his age? Okay, can we find out? Y'all know how old he is? Y'all know how old he is or nah? Let's just say he's 60. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and give him the age 60, right? A lot of times when you have fighters that's 60 years old, 70 years old, not fighters, but men, 60 years old, 70 years old, still glorifying, you know, this type of lifestyle, the street lifestyle. It's because a lot of these guys were the ones probably getting bullied growing up, right? And this is what takes place. You know, when you're like 16 years old, 18 years old, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is the truth, right? But this is the case in a lot of situations when you got old heads still claiming to be street dudes, right? And this could be the same situation. We got somebody like Bill Haney, right? And this happens all the time where individuals get picked on when they're 16, 17, 18. They don't even get accepted in gangs a lot of times. They be 25, still trying to fit in. But, you know, the older they get, the more accepted they become in the street life. You know what I'm saying? The more older they get, the more accepted they become in the street life. Why? Because the ops is killing each other. You know what I'm saying? And then they get locked up. So you see a lot of dead motherfuckers, and then you see a lot of, people going to jail. And I can guarantee you at this time, at the same age of Bill Haney, there's probably not more than 5 people that he knew from his younger days that were gangbanging, that's still gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to tell the stories like you had it all when you 60 years old, bro. Y'all notice that? It's like your uncle, your old ass uncle telling you stories about back in the days and shit. You're like, man, you lying. You know what I'm saying? You ODing. You know how they say that? Like, you have a uncle, he used to play ball, you know what I'm saying? He was alright, but he throws in a little bit too extra with his stories, you know what I'm saying? Damn well knowing that he only played like city league basketball, you know what I'm saying? Youth basketball and shit, but then he'll stretch it and be like, yeah, man, I played against Kobe back in high school, son. They didn't even go to the same high school, son. They probably lived in the same city, didn't even go to the same high school. He's like, yeah, we played in the same team, son. I used to cross him up all the time. That's what causes me about Bill Haney. He's like that uncle that likes to tell, fraudulent stories about back in the day, because he knows that there's nobody really there to check him about that now, because them niggas either dead or in jail. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could really question him because he's pretty old, bro. Let's think about it. Back when, if he was talking about the times he used to bang, that was back in the days where, a lot of these guys probably died of age. You know what I'm saying? If you was 16 and he had some old heads that were like 30 years old, them motherfuckers not alive no more. You know what I'm saying? They're not alive. So it's easy. My point is that I'm not saying that this applies to Bill Haney, but this could be the situation with Bill Haney, where he wants to be so much like a street dude because he wasn't accepted as one in his younger days. But now he's at his place where, he's able to claim more of that street mind because nobody's going to question him about it, because nobody was alive that's still like active in this day that could question him. Maybe there's people that know of him. Just because you're from the hood, it don't mean that you a hood dude. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because when you young and you like 10 years old, you 11 years old, you 12 years old, you don't have money to go, buy a house wherever you want. You gotta deal with the supervision you have and the structure you have at home already. So if your mom moved to the hood, you didn't really have no control over that. So you just in the hood, but it doesn't mean it stops you from being a gamer. You know what I'm saying? You'll probably be inside all day then, being a gamer. You probably stay on the porch because you just don't like to be in the street, because you see how, people be getting shot up in the street. But then you got those that jump off the porch, jump off the games, never had games, and they really stay active in the streets because they don't have no other way. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no other way, bro. So that's all I'm saying, Sean. That's all I'm saying, man. It's like your old ass uncles. Damn, I missed a whole bunch of things. Yo, go smash that like button, man. Go smash that like button if you ain't here, man. Real facts. Smash that like button. What up, JDL Boxing? Not sure who you are, but what's up, fam? All right, let's see what else we got here. Okay, I think what you meant to say, that Clarissa Shields being 3-time undisputed was due to the fact that there wasn't a deep talent pool. Well, yeah, no, that's not really what I meant to say. That's actually what I said, in other words. You know what I'm saying? But you kind of just put it more into perspective. But yeah, it's boxing, not even. It's not just about the talent pool, bro. I meant what I said, bro. And what it is boxing politics. Here's a perfect example. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're right. But what I said, what I meant, bro. And what I meant was boxing politics. In addition to that, the talent pool is different. But this is what I mean by boxing politics. Clarissa Shields' last fight was against supposed to be a world champion. So that plays a role. The talent pool is not big in the heavyweights. There's only 25 fighters ranked in heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? You could tell your sister, your aunt, if they could fit the heavyweight status, they could turn professional and ready to be a top 25 ranked heavyweight fighter of the world. You know what I'm saying? That's just a fact. So in that sense, it's true. But you know what I mean by boxing politics is when they include Clarissa Shields fighting in a division, right? They have her fighting in a heavyweight or cruiserweight, and they include a belt that in a division they're not fighting for.
Toma.
In the division not fighting, and they include an additional belt. That it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. You fighting at heavyweight, but they're adding in a cruiserweight belt for you to fight in. But you're fighting that it don't and it's a vacated belt. Like nobody owns that belt. So that's what I mean by politics. They just don't. Now Clarissa Shields is a 5-division world champion, but she only won titles in 4 divisions. She only fought in 4 divisions for titles. But they included an extra title. And that's what I mean by politics. There's a lot of politics involved with, that's tainting her legacy. The 3-time undisputed, yeah. How we just gonna have anybody within 15 fights, no matter if it's women's or men's? How are you gonna have them have it be 3-time undisputed within 13, 14 fights? That should be illegal. I feel like in order for you to become an undisputed champion, at least for your first run around, you got to at least take out the first 10 fights, 10 fighters, in my opinion. You got to at least take out 10 fighters. They should be a rule, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be a world champion, it's different. But if you want to be an undisputed champion, you have to at least have 10 victories within that division. That's how I kind of see it, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. You shouldn't just have 3. It just don't make sense. Undisputed, that's boxing politics. It's not even about how the talent is. That plays a role. It's not so much talent, but the boxing politics is just what it's trying to add more to the title. You know what I'm saying? They're just trying to throw these names around to add more to that title. What else we got here? I missed some of y'all. Let's go back to the Haney. All right, so y'all want to go back to Haney, huh? Come on, people. Hit the like button. Yeah, man. Y'all got to smash that jump, man. Y'all bugging out here, man. Bill Haney is just mad, I think you meant to say. Shout out to David Velez. Devin Haney lost his Latino fan base. All this dumb ish is making everyone hate him. I hope he fights Cobb and gets stopped. You know what's crazy? It's not even about just Latino fan base. He's losing a lot of his black fan base. You know what I'm saying? He's losing a lot of just general fan base. Like I mentioned earlier, it's not even about race no more. I think it started with race, where people were like, oh, you're racist because you don't agree with Devin Haney's situation. And you're Uncle Tom if you don't agree with Devin Haney's situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what the case is now. I think that people are starting to be like, okay, damn, some of them are still butthurt because they're just seeing it. Oh, y'all supporting a cheater. Anybody could just say stupid ish like that. But then when it's time to actually talk about it and go back and forth about it, you resort to the same thing. Oh, y'all just racist. Because, when you can't handle the truth, you start telling lies. I think he's older than 60, Bill Haney. That's why I got to give Bill Haney some type of credit, bro. Bill Haney could look like he's 40 years old. I ain't going to hold you. He could pass for 40-year-old. I think he's about 70, though, if I'm not mistaken. He's 45 years old? Born 1979. Bill Haney is 45 years old. He was born May 14th. Damn, I OD'd. I said he was 60 years old. Are you sure? He was born in 1979. Are you sure he's only... Maybe I'm OD'ing. I probably OD'd. My bad. I disagree with your comment. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? There's a level of prestige that come with earning a title. Not necessarily, bro. You don't need... That's what I'm saying. To earn a title, people get cherry-picked all the time to earn titles. There's nothing... Right now, earning a title, the fact that we have 4 different sanctioning bodies that you could get a title from, it's becoming easier and easier to become a world champion, especially now that they even got regular champions, interim champions. You know what I'm saying? Now it's easy to become a champion. And a lot of times, you don't even need to be an interim champion to get a world title shot. You could just have a name. You know what I'm saying? So that's... I don't really agree. We could agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? We could keep it like that. All right, smash that like. The way Haney lost, what they did to erase the fight and the aftermath of the fight had pushed a lot of fans away. Yeah, bro, it's not even about If anyone is racist, it's Bill. I mean, it could. See, with me, I don't like throwing the racist thing around. I feel like in order to be racist, bro, you gotta have some type of impact in someone's life that, you know, that's included with your racism, with your hate. You know what I'm saying? Because words are just words. That's how I see it. So, somebody could be like, "Yo, you a spick, you this, you that." That shit won't bother me for real. But now I know if there's some type of, you know, if there's some type of harm coming behind that, some type of, you know, some type of this, I don't know, what, some type of funds that could help, you know, ruin your life, and you know, there has to be some type of action behind that racism for me to really take it serious as racism. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you broke and you were racist, I'm not saying that Bill Haney's broke. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, if somebody's racist as an example, but they're broke, I don't consider them racist. I just consider them miserable. You know what I'm saying? But someone that's, you know, racist to me is someone that can actually get ish done with the hate they have for the kind of person you are. That's just my opinion. No left hooks allowed in the rematch. Yeah, he's gonna have to put 2 hands up, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Bro said 70. Yeah, I said 70. I was wilding. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely was wilding. Correction, 46 years old, pimping Bill. Yeah, my bad. Shut. Damn, I was wilding. Yeah, from Day Haney, stipulation again, left hook. Yeah, man. Guess what time it is? We gotta turn these Jones back on and get back to the main screen, cause you know the demo's over now. Let's get it. We back, baby. Yeah, so listen, this whole thing with Devin, all right, let me see what's up. We got Louis Gabon. I agree that she's still a little green compared to Serrano. Yeah, man, like I said, I'm not trying to play Clarissa Shields. She's probably the greatest she might have the greatest type of, you know, record. I guess currently she has like one of the better resumes, I would probably say. Currently. But the reason why I feel like legacy is a long-term, you know, it's a marathon, it's a long-term type of thing. Because you're only 15 fights in. This could change. Amanda Serrano was undefeated for her first 23 fights. Amanda Serrano could have gone to the Olympics. The reason why Amanda Serrano didn't go to the Olympics, because she wasn't allowed to when it wasn't allowed for women. You know what I'm saying? Then when it was allowed for women, she was already professional, so you wasn't able to be professional. And then when you was able to be professional, she was already so successful in her professional career that there was no point. She already defeated a gold medalist. You know what I'm saying? So what's the purpose of, after you already defeated a gold medalist, what do you have to prove going back to the Olympics? To go for the, I mean, it would be a cool little thing to add, but that's why I feel like sometimes, you know, people utilize the Olympic gold medal and they take it too far. Like, okay, we get it. Amateurs and Olympics, you did your damn thing. This professional now. Let's see how you get after 23 fights. At least, before we give somebody the crown, can they at least go undefeated for as long as Amanda Serrano has? You know what I'm saying? And then after that, let's see what else you could do. Because one loss, all Clarissa Shields needs to do is lose one time where she's out of the conversation automatically. She's from, if you consider her number one, after one loss, she's top 20 now. She's not even in the top 3 conversation no more. She's top 20 now. That's what I'm saying. It's hard. That's why legacy is a long-term thing. You know what I'm saying? Legacy is a long-term thing. That's why legacy, if y'all didn't know, legacy has an L in it, like long-term. You know why? Because, no, fuck with that. I'm just making shit up. But for other words, legacy is a long-term thing. You can't just come in and say you're a legend because you came into a fight and you knocked out somebody in the first punch, 2 seconds, and then you retire after that. Are you a legend? Just because you did some crazy shit or you knocked out the number 1 in the world, whatever, doesn't make you a legend because it comes with longevity. But you're, I would say, the owner of a very special moment in boxing history. But I don't think that would make you a legend. You know what I'm saying? He said, bro, I be talking shit. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I be talking crap. I met the Haynes. Okay, let me see what's up. What we got? Dev going to need to unlearn the bow and arrow jab, and that's going to be rough. And it will take so long. He need a lot of tune-ups, in my opinion. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't think I see what you're saying. I think Devin Haney's best bet is to go for the best. Forget a tune-up, yo. Forget a tune-up, because imagine him going for a tune-up and then losing in a major upset. Bro, for that, he could have just lost to someone that was worth it. You know what I'm saying? So I think I get what you're saying. I think it does make sense for a specific perspective for someone like Devin Haney right now to just start taking tune-ups to get himself back in there. I do want him to work, destroy, rebuild. I've mentioned that before. But not so much with tune-ups. I would say just destroy and rebuild with just contenders and not champions right now. Try to earn your name, but with someone that still has a name, but not someone where you don't have no reward whatsoever, if you lose to them. You know what I'm saying? Or you think that there's no, at least if you lose to a top 10 contender, you lost to a top 10 contender. You know what I'm saying? But if you lose to a tune-up that is not a top 10 contender, it's like, damn, you lost all hope now. You're losing a lot of your fan base at that point. You know what I mean? This audio correct kill me. This autocorrect kill me. Oh, my bad. All right. Bill and Devin would have to tag team to beat Ryan. I don't think that's even going to work. You can't compare Shields' record to Serrano's. Amanda Serrano resume is far more superior to Clarissa. Yeah, if we're talking legendary. Now, if you're talking the last 15 fights, that could be a better argument. If you're talking about their last 15 fights, who has the better era, the last 15 fights, that could be a better argument. You know what I'm saying? Where we could still make an argument that Amanda Serrano's still better, but it will be a better argument for Clarissa Shields to say that she's better within that era of those 15 fights. But if we're talking about career, it's BS if you're saying that Clarissa Shields' resume matches up to Amanda Serrano. You know what I'm saying? In just 15 fights. That means that's a casual take, because you'll say, oh, the undisputed titles, this, that. But we got to put that aside for a second, because especially in women's boxing, that shit is filled with boxing politics. And hold on. I need to spit. Yeah, that it's just filled with boxing politics. So my thing is, not only is it filled with boxing politics, in the higher classes that Clarissa Shields fights at, it's not stacked ranked fighters on there. Where Amanda Serrano fights at, she done traveled 8 divisions. Amanda Serrano done traveled 8 divisions from 13 to 140. Each one of those joints, each one of those divisions have about 200 plus fighters compared to Clarissa Shields' 25 fighters. Do you see what I'm saying now? It's just different. To go through over 1,000 to 2,000 women to collect world titles in each one of those divisions, you're telling me that's not greatness? That's not true greatness? That don't make her the greatest compared to someone that, and she fought in every one of those divisions, Amanda Serrano. None of those were politics where it was like, okay, let's include a title from this division, even though she's not fighting in there, but we want to add some hype to it. No. Now, Clarissa Shields, that's what they got going on, where they're adding cruiserweight titles when they're fighting at heavyweight. Where does that make sense at? Yeah, bro, it's wild. Bro was yapping quick. I was just talking some shit. My biggest problem with female boxing is the weight class. If they had different weight class divisions for female, like 80 pounds to 160, because their bodies are different. That's actually a great point. And that's probably, I think that would help solve a lot of problems too, because the divisions will be much more stacked. And if any fighter is that heavy as a woman, then it'll just be like, it'll be one of those fights where it's just a catch weight. You know what I'm saying? Let's do catch weights. If you're over this fight, it'll be considered super heavyweight. We'll just do a heavyweight, and the super heavyweight is just more or less for fighters that because you know how like heavyweight is in male boxing. It's from one weight and then to everlasting. You could weigh as much. You could be fucking 500 pounds in heavyweight, right? With female boxing, you know, it could be the same way, but you will just make it a catchweight event because it's a little different with female boxing because, you know, you don't want a heavy ass fighter going against a fighter that's not as heavy so much. You gotta be a little bit more fair with the women, but at least do a catchweight for that heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Anything over, like you mentioned, 160 is considered a super heavyweight fight, and y'all meet. If a girl's 200 pounds and there's another one that's 170, y'all gotta meet at 185. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but either way, big fight or tune up, there's high risk. He needs to get used to the lights again. Yeah, I feel you, man. I just feel like, you know, the tune-ups, he's an easy book to figure out right now, in my opinion. I just feel like the tune-ups it's just gonna be crucial. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one tune-up just to get him back in rhythm with someone they know for a fact they could be. Like, they know they're gonna whoop this guy's ass. Give him a fighter that's making their debut. Give Devin Haney a debut fighter. Just to build his confidence, try to get a first round knockout. You know what I'm saying? Get back to a, you know, top contender. That's my opinion. Give him a debut fighter to just get his confidence back. You know what I'm saying? Because of the simple fact that there are too much eyes and or pressure on the Haneys. Yeah, I hear you. Crazy, just got blocked from 78 for saying that I don't think Devin going to win the case. Mods are so afraid to debate, then call me a duck after they block me. 78 sitting and waiting for me. What? I don't even know what 78 is, bro. I don't know these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know them. Who's 78? But anyways, I be going to channels, bro, and I be trying to be cool. Some channels are cool back, you know what I'm saying? But then I be noticing like, damn, why my comments disappeared? You know what I'm saying? Where my comments go, son? Like, I thought we was cool, son. What happened? My comments disappeared and shit. I'm like, damn, bro. I didn't know it was like that. I thought we was cool, son. But it's all good. I get it. You know, I don't take it personal. It's YouTube, son. So it is what it is. Free speech. You're more than welcome to speak in this platform as long as it's... Yeah, I allow everybody. I don't care if you're a Haney fan. I don't care if you're a devil worshiper. I'm going to keep it 100. You could be a Satanist. You could be this. I don't give a shit what you do. Just come with respect. You know what I'm saying? If you're a human being, you're allowed on... No pedophiles, though. Sorry. Pedophiles will get done dirty on this channel.
This is Sparta!
You know what I'm saying? We don't allow that community over here. But listen, if you're a human outside of that category, you're good to come. You know what I'm saying? Spread your truth. Let's enlighten each other. You know what I'm saying? It's all about respect at the end of the day. We don't got to go kill each other and start a race war because we don't agree with each other's takes. You know what I'm saying? It's boxing. We're cooking with the legacy line. I was waiting for you to land that. You already know, shot. You already know, shot. Benavidez or Moreau? I got Benavidez. Let's think about this. Moreau's last fight was also in the same division. It was also at light heavyweight. David Moreau almost lost that fight. Like, it went to decision. It was pretty close. He wasn't as active. He was much slower. He seemed telegraphed. Everything just seemed like it was. I wasn't a fan of Moreau's, and I'm a fan of Moreau. I like Moreau. I wasn't a fan of his fight at light heavyweight. Middleweight, I think Benavidez versus Moreau will be a much more competitive fight. But if we're talking about light heavyweight, I got Benavidez winning, possibly within 3 to 6 rounds. You know what I'm saying? I got Benavidez winning. I do believe that Moreau has some power. But if you look at the last fight with Moreau at light heavyweight, the dude was boxing him pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, David Moreau didn't really have an answer to the counters, and somehow he still pulled it off in a close fight. David Benavidez the activity that's gonna come from David Benavidez, I feel like David Morrell is just a little bit too muscular for light heavyweight, where his punches are so telegraphed. And I think that's where Benavidez is gonna capitalize off all night. He'll capitalize off that. If you notice, David Benavidez's punches are like never telegraphed. He has the high guard, and sometimes he's like a tricky fighter. David Benavidez is a real tricky fighter, and he don't telegraph his punches, and he puts pressure on you still. That's not gonna be good for David Morrell. So I definitely got David Benavidez. Juan, I got Benavidez. All right, let's see. 78 is the CEO of LBTQ. I don't know what the hell you said there. Think it's called 70. All right, shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you guys are. To me, I don't care. To me, it's all love. I know the chat, you know, get pretty passionate, and I rock with my chat regardless. I have an open chat. You know what I'm saying? I don't care where you from. You could. I had people being racist towards me, calling me all type of shit. And what we do, Frontline, we started being racist right back to each other, not to the individual that's called racist. We were just like, oh shit, this nigga called me a racist. Jay was like, yo, I got something better for you. You know what I'm saying? And I said, you could refer to me as Spick season now. You ain't got to be Vic season. It could be Spick season. Because I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Your word's not going to hurt me through comments and none of that shit. So my thing is, but I would prefer to be respectful. I still allow people on even after being racist and shit. But after a while, if it seems like you're spam, then I'm just going to, all right, let's just kick them out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to trip. I'm going to just kick you out because it's getting a little out of hand. But if we just having fun with it and y'all could joke around, my community is diverse as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We got Jamaicans, Haitians, just Black Americans, Cubans, you know, Dominicans, Boricuas, Mexicans. It's pretty diverse, and we bug out like this in real life. So I bring in that energy onto the YouTube. I don't know where you're from and how the culture is where you're from, and racism is really deep still and shit like that, but where I'm from is not like that, so I'm not going to carry myself like that. So in the chats, you know, you could joke around as long as you putting out there like you joking around. You start spamming and getting disrespectful, guess what? This was gonna happen.
This is Sparta!
You gonna get kicked right out, son. But yeah, man. Let's see what's up. Look what happens with Taizu after Fundora for not having tuna fight. But no. All right, so I love that idea because I heard somebody else say a perspective. I thank God you said that, right? Because I feel like people are only looking at, you know, this and that, but they're not looking at another perspective. It's not about tune-ups. There's a difference. He took a name that nobody knows of. I feel like you could take a tune-up with a name because that does exist. You know what I'm saying? Look at even a fighter. Think about this. He lost to someone that didn't have a name, and you could still consider the guy he fought. He defended a title. Don't get me wrong, but nobody was familiar with him. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, why not take a fight with someone like Errol Spence? That could be considered a tune-up. He could still be very dangerous. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like a fight with Errol Spence. And if you lost to him, but at least you lost to somebody that everybody's already familiar with, right? If you beat him, you beat a man that everybody's familiar with. And you're getting him at a time where it's probably perfect because he came off a car accident and a beat down by Bud Crawford. Now you could go in there and beat him. Some people might say certain stuff like, oh, he was already done. He's not the same Errol Spence. But at the end of the day, you got Errol Spence on your record. You know what I'm saying? So, and now we got Murder. You took a loss from Murder. You know what I'm saying? When you could have just took a loss from Errol Spence. Or you could have just beat Errol Spence. That probably would have been a smart. That's my thing. I think in my opinion, that, you know, there's tune-up fights. There's, you know, high risk, big reward fights. And then there's name fights. You know what I'm saying? That could bring you more attention. That could still be tune-up fights. But they're just name fights. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's like a Rolly Romero fight. You know what I'm saying? You could consider someone like Rolly Romero, not to disrespect his craft, but to the top people of the divisions, the world champions and whatnot, kind of like what Tank Davis did. You know what I'm saying? I felt like Rolly Romero was a tune-up for Tank Davis, but it was a smart tune-up because it was a tune-up with a name. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like that was the smarter idea to do. Give the fans names. In my opinion, I'm good with the names. I'm not a casual, but at the same time, I want fights to make sense with names. Murda's great, but let him continue fighting to earn his name. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to earn his name, then he does it through fighting, then keep fighting, keep knocking, keep doing. You're gonna be a familiar name as you keep going. But I felt like that just wasn't a smart pick for someone like Timsu. You know what I'm saying? Not that he should have fought somebody less, but just somebody with a name that wasn't as risky, right? That's my take. You know what I'm saying? I think there's, you got the tune-ups, you got, the high risk, low reward, and then you got, names, like I mentioned. And I think that's where I don't agree. Like, I know this guy said something. What's his name? Bradley, I think he said, who gave him the matchmakers? He blamed it on the matchmakers because they gave him a monster or something like this guy. That's corny to me. I feel like he should face some of the best, but I feel like he should have faced someone with a name at least that was on top. Like more on top, like Errol Spence might not be on top like that, but guess what? That's a name, and he's still in conversations. You know what I'm saying? Go against somebody that actually has a name that's dangerous, at least. But now you lost to somebody that nobody knew of until now, and they're only known because they beat you, and that's what sucks. All right, Devin Haney versus Emilio Vargas. What you think? That's actually a good fight, but I think that's a good fight if you ask me. I think that is a good fight, but where Devin Haney is right now, it wouldn't be smart. It wouldn't be smart. I think it wouldn't be smart. I think Emiliano Vargas pretty much gets that. Yeah, I think right now it's just not in a different time. I think it would be a good fight, but I think right now for Devin Haney it's not smart. I think Devin Haney, like I said, I think even a fight with Rolly would be a good fight with Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? I think that's, take a tune-up, but that has a name. You know what I'm saying? So it still gives you some type of relevance and adds more to your brand. Don't go fighting or if you're going to fight a complete nobody, let it be a debut fighter so you could guarantee your victory. You know what I'm saying? And take him serious like he's a world champion. You know what I mean? But if you're not going to do that, then take somebody like, Rolly Romero. There's options there. Yo, Vic, what if the guy debuting beats Haney? Then what? Yo, if somebody, if a debut fight, hold on, let me get a sip of this coffee, bro. If a debut fighter beats Haney, this will probably be the first time in history where the process of becoming a professional fighter is reversed, where you go from professional and you got to go back to amateurs now. If he gets beat by a debut, that means that, okay, now, we got to reverse and we got to go to amateurs now. You know what I'm saying? We got to destroy completely our professional career. Start from scratch to amateurs at that point. My guy says he got Moreau. I would like to hear why you got Moreau. What makes you have Moreau in that fight at light heavyweight? I got Moreau. Styles make fights. Did you see Moreau at light heavyweight though? Moreau's style translates a little different at light heavyweight. I want to know if y'all seen him at light heavyweight. And if you haven't, go see his fight, his last fight at light heavyweight, and then see Benavidez' last fight at light heavyweight. And styles make fights, but sometimes the weight makes all the difference. This platform has the thickest skin. Pause. We don't take ish personal as long as it doesn't get personal. Yeah, facts. We don't take nothing personal, man. That's why we're the universal favorite, man. We got aliens in this shit. That was wagging cringy shit. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty trash. All right, Bill Haney gets dropped by Angel Garcia and Kenny Porter. That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. Damn. They should start matches like that. Just have, you know what? Why not make it exciting? You know what I'm saying? I think the best bet at this point, there's so many dads in the sport of boxing that's getting involved with their sons' situations that they might as well just have a league with dad boxing. Call that shit dad boxing. You know what I'm saying? We got Bill Haney, Angel Garcia, Kenny Porter, Teofimo Lopez Sr., we got Kid Austin's pops. Who else? So, shoot, even Blair the Flair got his pops there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fathers involved now in the sport of boxing, and they're doing a lot more. A lot of them are doing a lot more talking than their sons. So, if that's the case, you know what I'm saying? Why not the fathers get involved? You know what I'm saying? Let's see the fathers get involved with some. Who y'all got? You know what I'm saying? Let's do some matchmaking. Let's do some matchmaking in the comments for dad fights. You know what I'm saying? And then we go see who wins those type of fights, man. That'd be hilarious. Errol Spence isn't a tune-up for Haney or any boxer. Listen, I think Errol Spence right now is a tune-up for many boxers. For many boxers. I think a lot of us hold on to, it's like the Mike Tyson effect. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson comes back and a lot of people are holding on to the Mike Tyson from back then. Right now, we're holding on to the Errol Spence from, you know, it's not so back then, but there's a difference between the Errol Spence from before to the Errol Spence now, after the car crash and after Bud Crawford. You know, it's obvious. Same thing with Tim Tszyu. We have a different Tim Tszyu from before Fundora. You know what I'm saying? To now. Tim Tszyu is low-key going to be a tune-up for somebody else. We may not consider him that, because we're used to seeing the Tim Tszyu that's so dominant. But let's be honest. When we seen the fight with Tim Tszyu against Murda, you see him still getting flashbacks from his head leaking from Fundora, and then it hit him, and he felt like he was still leaking. Check out Showbiz. He did a great take on that. You know what I'm saying? Showbiz the Adult, he did a great take on that. So my thing is, after you knowing this, right? We can't hold on to because just one fight could, you know, change the course of your career. And just like that, look at how you performed against Murda after Fundora. Now it's still traumatizing him, not even just mentally, but physically. It's reminding him where he's thinking that he split. It's crazy work. Same thing with Errol Spence, bro. And I feel like he's not gonna be the same after the car crash and after Bud Crawford. He did come back after the car crash, you know, fought Danny Garcia and did pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But you seen there was certain flashbacks we seen. You know what I'm saying? Even when his fight, dang, I forgot the dude's name, bro. But let's just stick to Danny Garcia. Even when you see, he has certain flashes in his fights that's very dangerous. What's his name? The Cuban dude. I think it starts with a Y. What's his name? There, off the top of the head, I can't even think of his name. But Cuban dude, if y'all remember, type it in the comments. When he fought him, you seen how, you know, I don't know what happened. He looked away. His mouthpiece dropped his son, and then he got rocked. So my thing is, we seen that in Danny Garcia's fight. Ugas, there you go. Thank you. Shout out to Eric Cruz. Ugas. We seen that happen with Danny Garcia. A moment in Danny Garcia's fight. We seen that in a moment in Ugas' fight. This is all. I never seen that before the car crash. We start seeing that a little more, and then you see the performance with him with Bud Crawford. There comes a time where it's like, okay, you know, this fight changed him, or this car accident like slightly changed him, but then that Bud Crawford fight, I think, put the nail in the coffin. I guess we'll find out for sure his next fight, and I believe it's Fundora, so we'll see. But if you know how Fundora fights, and you know how Errol Spence fight, Errol Spence comes in. How did Tim Tszyu get his head cut? By coming in. You know what I'm saying? The difference is Tim Tszyu came in with his head more down, chin to chest, head down. Errol Spence kind of keeps his head a little bit more up. I could already see a split coming right down between his forehead, bro, for Errol Spence. I could definitely see a split. Him fighting Fundora, coming in the way he does, Fundora swinging those close, because Fundora fights great on the inside. But you know what that also means? That his elbows are tucked from the inside, because you can't fight great from the inside with your elbows wide, right? Now, if he was punching like this with his elbows wide, it wouldn't affect Errol Spence so much with those elbows. But in order to fight good on the inside, and as usual, you should always keep your elbows more tucked in. You know what I'm saying? Your punches look less telegraphed. But on the inside, Fundora's pretty good, but guess what's going to happen? He's going to, even with some uppercuts, he might miss an uppercut from the inside. You know what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying. Haney versus Xander. What we thinking, familia? I got Xander. I got Xander versus, yeah. I would love to see that fight. That would be awesome. I don't think Devin is, I don't think he should go to 154. He don't got power at 135. So at 154, that's going to be scary. I definitely want to see, though, I want to see Xander at a title fight right now. I want to see him against Virgil Ortiz. I'm going to keep it 100. I think Virgil Ortiz showed a lot of holes against Bohachuk. And all Bohachuk did good, what Bohachuk did good, which is keep a, the high guard. He how would I say, he countered pretty good, kept his punches close, didn't commit to a lot of those punches. If you look at Xander's eyes and how he fights, look at his last fight, the way he countered and beat the hell out of for 12 straight rounds Sosa, which is Virgil Ortiz's training partner, his sparring partner. So I think at this point, the styles make fights, and I think, stylistically, if Xander Zayas is able to avoid those, big swings and punches, very telegraphed, by the way. Virgil Ortiz punches are super telegraphed according to his last outing against Bohachuk. If Xander can make sure he stays on point, he'll win by decision easily, possibly even a knockout. That's just my opinion. That's why I would like to see him. I think overall it would be a great fight. Names don't mean nothing. Corporate media can make anything and make any dumb bum a name. But names do mean something. I mean, I operate off reality. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be 100. Names is everything in the sport of boxing. Because why isn't that? There's names out there that don't need world titles. Yeah, Bum has names, but guess what? Fighters like Tank has a big name, and he didn't even have a world title at one point, and was still the biggest name in the sport of boxing, letting it be known that you don't need to be a world champion to be a superstar. So names is everything in boxing. Why is names everything in boxing? Because boxing is the entertainment business. It's about how you can market a fighter more than actually the skill of the fighter. If it was about skill, then why aren't fighters like Bud Crawford the biggest names in boxing? Shakur Stevenson the biggest names in boxing? You know what I'm saying? Why aren't they the biggest names in boxing? If their IQ is so up there, because they just don't got the names. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about, I think everything is about the name. You know what I'm saying? Look at how big Jake Paul is in boxing already. And Jake Paul is not even on, he's paying professional boxers to fight in this event. Why? Because of his name. I hate to admit it, but that's the reality. And that's how we got to operate on this channel. The reality. Names is everything. Names is everything. You could lose to a person that has no name. And he could go on to be undisputed, but nobody knows his name. It's gonna be like, damn, you would have rather appreciated losing to somebody that didn't become undisputed, that had a name. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. The name of the game is having a name in the game. Bars. I said the name of the game is having a name in the game. You know what I'm saying? That's just what you need, a name to be relevant in the sport of boxing, bro. You're forgetting that boxing is a business. You know what I'm saying? You know how many great legendary fighters are only sparring partners right now because they don't got a name? And some of these sparring partners are probably way better. It's because of the name, pa. The resources, the connections, it's not about what you know. It's about who you know. Exactly. You need to know the names. It don't matter about what you know. It don't matter about how much IQ you got in that ring. if you don't have a name. And now I'm not saying that you can be a successful professional boxer, but compared to someone that has a name, you're probably gonna get shadowed over that individual. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be. It's been proven already. It's proven in pudding. Toma, you already know what's up.
Toma.
Ryan was gonna fight Rolly instead of Devin. A lot of y'all gonna complain about Ryan versus Rolly, but there's a perfect example when I say names. And stories make fights. They have a story together. That makes sense. They sparred together, where it looked like Rolly was getting the better half. So if that fight come together, makes a story. They both have names. This is why Rolly is a perfect example of this topic. Rolly could finesse himself in some good matchups just because of his name. Bro's career is Benjamin Button. Oh. Bro said Devin. He said Devin Haney's career is Benjamin Button. Shot. That's crazy work. He said his career is backwards, where he's gonna have to go amateurs again. Damn, shot. T.O. Senior stops Bill Haney. Okay, I think. I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think Bill Haney. I don't know, man. I feel like Bill Haney still has some youth in him compared to Teofimo Lopez Sr. But Teofimo Lopez Sr. has, who knows, bro. I think that'll be a good matchup, bro. I think that'll be a good matchup. I'm not gonna lie. New sport, father and son tag team boxing. Damn, that would be ill. I'm not gonna lie. That would be ill. Bill doesn't beat Ryan's dad though. I don't know, son. Don't mind that. We gonna pull up the other screen right quick. Sometimes I gotta let my channel, you know what's up. All right, so yeah, Bill does beat Ryan's dad though. Yeah, I definitely got Bill beating Ryan's dad's ass big time. Undercard should be fights between promoters. That would be a good one too. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see Bill Haney versus Bernard Hopkins or versus Oscar De La Hoya. Yeah, I think Hopkins is a little old, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I would like to see that. But if he could still pull it together, that would be pretty dope. Henry Garcia versus Bill Haney. All right. That, I don't know, man. I think Bill Haney takes that. I'm gonna keep it 100. All right. Would you take Xander to beat Tyson? Make sure to smash that like button too, man. Don't y'all forget. Smash that like button, subscribe to your boy, click the notification bell. You know, make sure when you smash that like button that it's highlighted. You know what I'm saying? Don't go clicking it twice, because then you click it and then you unclick it. You know what I'm saying? So make sure it's highlighted before you go, if you do leave by any chance. But let's go. What you said right here. Would you take Xander to beat Tim Tszyu? I think that would be a good match, man. I think it just that's a good question, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's a good question. Styles make fights, and those styles would go good against each other. I would root for Xander, considering, you know, the outing of Tszyu with his last two fights. You know what I'm saying? I would go with Xander. But had Tim Tszyu not lose this last fight the way he did, not saying that he lost to a bum, because the dude he's a beast, right? But, you know, I think that fight, the Fondor fight and this fight did something to him, bro. So I would have to take, you know, Xander for that one. I would definitely take Xander. Sandor Martin beats Haney. I mean, yeah, Sandor Martin beat. I feel like he beat Tio. So I think if he could beat Tio, then he could definitely beat this guy. They going to hold Xander back until 154 clears out. It's too dangerous right now. I hope they don't. Business is business, though. I could see how things like that happens. You know what I'm saying? So maybe the manager be like, you know what? We're going to play this the smart way. We know you could compete with them, but we want you to clear out the division first. We want the division to clear out a little bit, and you take over. He's young. So we got to understand, how old is Xander Zayas? If I'm not mistaken, Xander Zayas is like still 21 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Xander Zayas being 21 years old, bro. He still has so much time, and he's accomplished a good career so far. He has a good established career so far. He's undefeated. You know what I'm saying? He don't got to rush his process. He's collecting victories. He's still very young. So a lot of us criticize fighters that haven't fought nobody, right? But people forgetting that Xander Zayas is still 21 years old. I think 22 to the max. I think he just turned 22, if I'm not mistaken. But still very young with an impressive, record. And I think he gets a lot of shit from people because people are like, oh, no, he haven't fought nobody. Well, bro, he's still young. You know what I'm saying? He's still very young. Give him some time. So I could see if they don't want to rush him into those top 5-10 contenders right away. But I could see him definitely taking it over real soon if they keep the right pace for him. You know what I mean? I would still like him to go against some of these top contenders, though. At a young age, at where he's at, 22, if he's able to take out these guys, bro, that'd be a different type of legacy right there. Devin Haney versus Blair Cobbs is a good fight. Back for Dev if it's not Ryan rematch. I think that is a good fight for him to come back to. This is a perfect example of what I mean, guys. When I say names, this is what I mean. Blair Cobbs, he might not be the very best, but he has a decent name. He's a personality in the sport. You know what I'm saying? He just beat Adrian Broner. So it's like Devin Haney closing the fight with Blair Cobbs is a smart idea because it's not, he's not an unknown individual either. So he could say, okay, I took out Blair Cobbs. You know what I'm saying? I'm back. And it still could be considered a tune-up. You know what I'm saying? He could still consider it a tune-up considering, the mind of Bill Haney's. They think they better than everybody. So they could definitely consider someone like Blair Cobbs a tune-up, especially because they think they beat him in sparring too. So that would be perfect. You got a name with an idea of him being a tune-up. That would be a good fight for him to come back to. I agree. It's not the name, Papa. It's the promotion and entertainment. Right, but this is where you're confused now. The promotion and entertainment is the ones that create the name. You see what I'm saying? So you're agreeing with me and you don't even know it. My boy Juski said, it's not the name, Papa. It's the promotion and entertainment. No, it's the name. The name is the last thing. The promotion and entertainment is what is their job and their duty to create the name. The promotion, marketing, all that is to create the name. That's the point. And that name should bring entertainment to the sport. You know what I'm saying? So it is the name at the end of the day. When you say promotion, understand that promotion is what it is. To promote. Promote what? The name, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's their responsibility. Is to promote the name, the promotions, and promote the names of fighters that are entertaining. To bring more eyes to an entertaining sport. Come on, Sean. Jake is a bug because people like trash talk and KOs. Yeah, Jake is big. Okay, you said big. Okay, Jake is big because he trash talk. No, Jake is big because he's a big businessman. You know what I'm saying? He does a lot of BS, but he had a platform before he jumped into boxing, and he converted a lot of those fans that he had into boxing. You know what I'm saying? To watch him during his boxing career. His fans are entertained by Jake Paul. So he just brings that same energy that he had before he was boxing into the boxing world. So yeah, he does like the big talk and all that. But a lot of it's because he already had built his platform off that type of style. You know what I mean? Morrell is good, but Benavidez is a beast. Benavidez will get Morrell tired, and then he will stop Morrell. Yeah, I could see it happening the same way. I agree. They are names like Tank, In Your Way, Better Beef, and names like Haney, Shakur, Xander Zayas. That's what I mean. Any bum with corporate media can be a name. Yeah, I feel what you're saying. I see where you're coming from. What's up, Dangerous Desires Bullies? Cha-cha, my guy. Yo, again, the super chat is open. You know what I'm saying? Rock with my cash app. You know what? We're going to go into a quick commercial, man.
We'll return after these messages.
You poopy? Oi, fool. No! Man, we only got one diaper. Yo, we only got one diaper left. Yo, support your boy and donate so I can re-up on more diapers. You know I got mad kids. I need your help. Please help me, shut down. Help your boy, motherfucker. No, I'm playing. But yeah, we got that up. So if y'all want to support, donate, I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. It helps us grow, man. Let's keep going, though. We got Tio lost to Santa Martin. Tio might lose to Haney. Can't cut off the ring. Haney loses to Santa Martin as well, but Martin doesn't have the name. Let Tio fight Haney. Loser gets Sabril. Winner gets Tank. Okay, I like that idea. This is the type of breakdowns I like to see on my channel. I'm not going to lie. I like seeing breakdowns like this on my channel because you're giving more of an insight and it makes sense. Santa Martin isn't so much of a name. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably a fight that they don't want to entertain so much. You know, big risk. And even though the reward is good, but they're trying to take a low reward, big risk, or get a name that's a low risk. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, Santa Martin is just too much of a big risk. You know what I mean? So let's see what's up. Rolly is a personality of the sport. That's a fact. That's a fact. Nah, Blair Cobb's too much for Devin. He needs Broner. I feel you. Let's see what my guy Juski said. No, bro. Example, Rolly was never a name before the Tank fight, but he became a name at the presser because people like the personality of Rolly. Wait, hold on. Okay. Example, Rolly was never a name before the Tank. Yo, yeah, bro. Nah, Rolly was a name before the Tank fight, bro. Rolly could never close a fight with Tank Davis if he wasn't a name, Juski. Rolly was a name before he fought Tank Davis. Listen, if you guys are in the comments right now, let me know right now. Do you agree that Rolly was a name before? Because I be watching boxing, bro, and I think even casuals knew who Rolly Romero was before he even fought Tank Davis. Rolly was definitely a name. That's how he closed the fight. That's how he was able to close that fight. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, there's fighters that get cherry picked, but Rolly Romero was gaining a lot of respect just off the fact of his trash talk. Listen, bro said I love you, but you're dead wrong. No, bro. All right, so let me know in the comments if you're on here right now. Let me know. Rolly, I'm not saying that Rolly was a name like Tank, right? I'm not saying Rolly, but Rolly was already. Boxing was already familiar with who Rolly was before the Tank fight. Everybody knew who Rolly was when he was fighting Tank. Nobody was like, who's Tank? Who's Rolly? Nobody said who's Rolly when he went to fight Tank. Everybody knew who Rolly was. Can we agree to that? Let me know in the comment section if you agree. Let me see. I think Dev show go after Broner and then go get Cobbs. That'd be a good. I could agree with you on that. I think that. See, Rolly was a big name before the Tank fight. Yeah, bro. I think casuals even knew Rolly. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I said, he wasn't like a Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? But Rolly was definitely getting himself familiarized. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, Ryan Garcia was already getting familiarized. People knew Ryan Garcia before Tank Davis, before he fought Tank Davis, right? People started knowing who Rolly Romero was because when he sparred Rolly Romero, or when he sparred Ryan Garcia. When he sparred Ryan Garcia, everybody's like, who's this dude that just, beat up Ryan Garcia? You know what I'm saying? That's how Rolly really got his name out there. And then he started getting these fights, and he started being funny as hell in the interviews, doing a lot of media runs. You know what I'm saying? He was doing a lot. So Rolly was pretty known, bro. I'm not going to lie. Rolly was pretty known. Rolly was in the undercard for Davis versus Santa Cruz. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was pretty known, bro. Rolly was one of the first fighters signed to TMT, and he was getting ill-ass KOs. We knew about Rolly. They wanted Rye versus Rolly before Rye couldn't get Tank. couldn't get action with Tank. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They was trying to make that Rolly versus Ryan Garcia fight because of that sparring footage that was leaked. So Rolly was a name. That's why when Tank picked him, it was a win-win situation. It was like, this is a tune-up with, this is a name, a tune-up with a name. You know what I'm saying? I get to knock out this individual and get credit for knocking out this individual because he has a pretty good name already. You know what I'm saying? He's the reason why that fight sold pretty damn good. Rolly Romero did a great job selling that fight. Tank Davis did his part, you know what I'm saying? But the person that really sold that fight was Rolly Romero through that through the build-up. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. He would have never sold the fight with Abuelo without the Tank fight. I don't understand what you're saying there. I feel what you're saying. I guess from your perspective, you don't think, toma. Love you, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's wifey right there, Sean. Y'all leave her alone. But yeah, he would have never sold the fight. I don't know, man. But all I know is that Rolly was doing a good ass job off the rip. We might not agree to this, Juski, but I could say that majority of the people could agree that Rolly Romero, I'm not going to say he had the biggest name, like I said, I'm not going to exaggerate it, but he definitely was a known character and known personality in the sport of boxing before he met Tank Davis, before they actually fought. The reason why Teofimo fight boxers like Sandor Martin is so he can get better at fighting slaky boxers. I could agree to that. Juski, yo, you know what's funny, Juski? It seems like you're doing good at, not admitting I'm right now. It's funny as hell because you're saying, yeah, because of his personality, not much of his name. People know his personality. People know his name because of his personality, bro. That's people know who Rolly is because of his personality. You're saying the same thing with the promotions, bro. You're saying no, it's because of the promotions. Well, the promotion is what pushes the name. You know what I'm saying? And then you're saying it's because of his personality, not his name. But people know his name because of his personality. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. We could just agree to disagree, bro. It's all good. No love lost. You know what I'm saying? But it low-key sounds like you just don't want to admit I'm right now, Sean. You're using like this different type of terminology. But we could agree to disagree. No love lost. You know what I'm saying? Bro said, nah, bro, I'll stop giving you a hard time agreeing with you. Just understanding my point maybe next time. Nah, I got you, bro. I understand what you're saying, though. I feel like we both on the same exact page. I just think your wording is different than my wording. That's it. Because saying that, he got known because of his personality, to me at least, is the same thing as saying he's known because of his name. You know what I'm saying? Same thing when you say he's known because of the promotion. It's the same thing with the name. You know what I'm saying? So I think we low-key just agree with each other. It's just maybe we're delivering it differently. That's it. You know what I'm saying? All right, time to turn these Jones back on. We gonna do this. All right, let's go. I'm gonna pop this big screen back up for you bulls. Get it. Oh, hold up. I didn't do that so right. All right, we back at it like crack addicts. All right, let's see what's up. Rolly was good at promoting himself when everyone was at 135. Yeah, yep. He was definitely doing this damn thing. You know what's funny, bro? This is why I love my channel, bro. Because a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying, I noticed that I seen like at least 4 or 5 names in my chat, you know what I'm saying, that started by trolling me. A lot of y'all started by trolling me. I don't know if y'all remember. A lot of y'all started by trolling me, bro. And then now I see that we're like, you know what I'm saying, we building a family out of this community, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't be holding no grudges, bro. I don't be caring. Y'all be disagreeing me and sorting the hell out of me. And I'll be looking past it, and now we good. You know what I'm saying? So what was... What was all that disrespect about, bro? See, now we good. You know what I'm saying? But nah, not Juicy though. Juicy good money. All y'all good money. I'm just saying, a lot of y'all was funny as hell. That a lot of y'all started by trolling the hell out of me. Funny as shit. We in the same car but different seats for real. Yeah, that's a fact. We just want to be right about how the delivery is. That's all it is. We both right. You just want to be right about how you saying it. I want to be right about how I'm saying it, motherfucker. It's my channel. I'm right, motherfucker. Nah, I'm just working with you, dog. All right, let's see what's up. Rolly Romero is a showman. That's a fact. Definitely a showman. Huepa!
Toma, huepa, chacho. Pa que sepa, puñeta.
All right, Stern. Hold on, let me spit real quick. All right. So, yeah, man. This is pretty... Let's see how the polls are looking now. We got... Who wins in a 3-round fight? Ryan Garcia or Bill Haney? We got 94% for Ryan Garcia. We got Bill Haney for 6%. Damn, Bill Haney must got some... You know, there has to be some truth to his street past for someone to still vote for him on a fight against Ryan Garcia. I'm not gonna lie. Bro. He has to be somewhat of a problem. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Bill. But right now it's 94% to 6%. Ryan Garcia wins a 3-round fight. You know what I'm saying? Juicy, yo, you gotta go live more, bro. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I think this live right here is one of my better lives. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I haven't gone live as often is, and I'm gonna be completely honest and transparent with y'all because I don't gotta fake it, bro. I'm keeping 100. Lives sometimes is a pain, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. I be going live and I'll be here for like 4 hours sometimes, and it just don't be hitting sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's, you know, I'm still building my channel I'm still at a lower level right now. Being honest, I'm growing fast, but I'm being real about my situation. I'm still growing. You know what I'm saying? So when I go live, sometimes there's probably other channels going live at the same time that follow me, but, you know, they're subscribed to the other channels, so they're probably more in tune with their other channels, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still building that, and I think when I go live a lot, like this one was good. If my lives could go more like this, I'll go on more often. So, you know, it's just that sometimes it doesn't go as good, and I get more success putting out videos, you know what I'm saying? Just dumping videos out, and express myself. But I'm gonna be 100. I enjoy doing this more. I enjoy connecting with y'all more because it's like I'm not just looking at the camera talking to myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my camera is whoever I'm chatting with right now. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I could build that connection, that one-on-one, despite you not being there personally. Real quick though, I want to give a shout out to now. See, this is the support I be loving, man. I gotta give a big shout out to Terry Lou. Thank you so much. Shout out to the chat familia, man. And guess what we gonna do? Cause we got it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta play this the right way. Hold on.
Toma.
We gonna play that back. Every time somebody donates, we gotta do, and we got another donation. Please, if you can, donate to your boy, man. This helps me go live. This helps me want to go live more. I was gonna mention that too. It just be hard because my videos do get more success than my lives. So I be spending mad time here, and sometimes it could be a pain, but you know, your donations help a lot. So if y'all willing to donate, man, I'll be able to come live a lot more to be chopping it up with y'all. And believe me when I say, all your donations goes towards a great cause. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally use my YouTube channel to help support me and my family to get by. You know what I'm saying? You remember that Talib Kweli song? Just to get by, just to get by. Yeah, that's what we doing over here. At VIC SZN Sports, I'm creating this shit just to get by, just to get. So your help truly your support truly helps me. Even if you don't donate, y'all watching, tuning in, engaging, I truly appreciate that to the bottom of my heart, to the top of the world. Thank y'all so much. But the donation just gives that extra help, so thank y'all. We're gonna get to it though. I gotta play the anthem for my guy Terry Lou Designs. You know, big shout out to Terry Lou Designs. Before I even play you the anthems, man, my guy been consistent with the donations, man. I think I'm gonna have to give you a wrench, Terry Lou. If you don't mind, if you would like to be a moderator for my channel, bro, I want to gift you a wrench so you could play a role in VIC SZN Sports, man. Welcome to VIC SZN Cartel, baby. But of course, if you want to accept it, you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? But I'll definitely throw you a wrench because you've definitely been, showing hella love, man. Let's get to the celebration, though.
Toma. Toma.
Drop a thoma for your boy right now.
Toma. When I say Vic,
Drop a thoma
You say Caesar.
right now for
Vic,
Terry Lou Designs,
Caesar,
man.
Vic,
Showing that consistent love.
Toma. 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 Smash that light. Then drop a toma. Smash that light. Then drop a toma.
Thank you, bro.
Toma.
We actually have another
Toma.
donator,
Toma.
and we gon'
Toma. When I say Vic,
leave it.
you say Caesar.
You see, got
Vic,
Yendo.
Caesar.
Yendo.
Vic, Caesar. Toma.
Shout out to
Toma.
I think it's Zay Fresh.
Smash that light. Then drop a toma. Smash that light.
One more time for Zay Fresh, one time, man. Let's bring it back.
Toma. 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 When I
Shout
say
out to all the
Vic,
donators one
you
time,
say
man.
Caesar.
Shout out to all the donators.
Caesar. Vic, Caesar. Toma. 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 Smash that light. Then drop a toma. Smash that light. Then drop a toma.
Shout out to all the donators. Thank you so much, man. I truly appreciate you. Just for the record, for everybody that donates, you get your own little segment. You get your shout out. You get the whole 9 when you rocking with VIC SZN Sports, baby. Hold on, we got another one. Let me show some loves, man. We got Juicy in the building, showing that love for real, man. We gotta have to throw something down for Juicy real quick. I'm gonna go back to the other. Right now, we just doing the super chats right now, man. And I'm gonna get back to everybody, but we're gonna take care of the super chats, man. Big shout out to Juicy one time, man. We gonna do this the right way though for Juicy, man. He been here doing his thing. We been chopping it up. We been keeping it respectful despite us agreeing or disagreeing. But it's always love out here in VIC SZN Sports. Let's go.
Toma. Toma. Toma.
Drop a thoma for Juicy one time.
When I say Vic, you say Caesar.
Toma.
Vic, Caesar. Vic, Caesar. Toma. 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 Smash that light. Then drop a toma. Smash that light. Then drop a toma.
Big shout out to Juicy. We gonna play that joke
Toma.
one more time for your mom, for the
Toma.
boy Juicy, man.
Toma. When I say Vic, you say Caesar. Vic, Caesar. Vic, Caesar. Toma. 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 Smash that light. Then drop a toma. Smash that light. Then drop a toma.
Let go. Shout out to the boy Juicy, man. Make sure to drop a thoma for Juicy, man. TOMA, you already know what's up. Let's go. Thank y'all. Y'all support means a lot. Truly does. Let me get to some of these comments that I might have missed. Goes back to the comment earlier. Tank fought Rolly because there was no one else to fight at the time in the division. Tank babysitting the division. I could low-key agree with that, man. Let me see what's up. Low-key, though. Low-key. Not too high-key. Low-key. Been here since 1K subs, Papa. I love seeing good content. That's my guy. Since 1K, man. We getting close to 5K, man. So you called me at 1K. I didn't even believe that. I'm gonna start throwing out wrenches. So you might have to be one of them too, man. I want to throw a wrench to look at let's get Terry Lou real quick. I need to get Terry Lou a wrench for sure, man. Let me get Terry Lou a wrench. Let me see how I could do this here. Okay, toggle pin. Thanks for platter. You know what? I did it the wrong way. Okay. All right, let me see how I do this. Okay, I got to do this over here. That's right. Let me see. Where's Lou? All right, let's get Lou Styles into add as a moderator. Let's get Lou Styles a moderator, baby. All right. Change the modes. Review. All right. Shout out to Terry Lou Designs. He has officially earned his wrench for VIC SZN Sports. Let's go. All right. Let's see what's up. Okay. Great live today. You are climbing to the top. Thank you, Pa. Truly appreciate you, man. That means a lot to me. We working, man. We working. Yeah, been here since day. Yo, I'm gonna work on getting you one next, bro. I'm gonna try to get on more consistently, bro. For the lives. I usually go on every Monday for the Banco Café, and sometimes I'll mix some in between. But I don't mind going on like a every other day basis. You know what I'm saying? If y'all down for something like that, if I could kind of keep the donations just help for me to stay on here. You know what I'm saying? Because time, time is valuable as hell. I learned that time is much more valuable than money. So if I spend a lot of time here, I got to try to make it make sense. It's just the reality. It's not me trying to hustle y'all. It's just, unfortunately, the government sucks ass. You know what I'm saying? The government sucks ass, bro. And it just sucks that whatever you put your time in nowadays, you have to, especially me having, if y'all know me, I got 6 kids if y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all day ones know me. But so time is like, it's not even on my own. I gotta spend my time with 7 individuals, right? Because my wife is another one that's a part of my family, obviously. 6 kids. I gotta make everything make sense with my time. And unfortunately, sometimes the lives don't do it. The time is not as thing quite yet. You know what I'm saying? So the donations is great, and I truly appreciate it. That'll help me come on more often and be like, bet. You know what I'm saying? But don't feel like you're obligated to do so. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to. That's not what I'm trying to do here. Don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to do that here. But it just helps. That's all I'm saying. For me to go live more often. The fight, one person. Okay, the fight was a success because of Rolly personality and charisma. Nice. You guys don't understand his personality and charisma because of his name. I don't know what you guys don't understand. So you're telling me right now, nobody know who Rolly is. They just know the personality and charisma. Nah, bro. That don't make no sense, because so many people share the same personality, same charisma. People are gonna know him because he's Rolly. You know what I'm saying? They know who's that person with that personality and charisma. Oh, that's Rolly. They're not gonna be like, oh, yeah, that dude with the charisma, the personality. They're gonna know. All right, so let's put it this way. If you don't want to use the term name, then use the term face. He's a familiar face in boxing before thing, but I would even say name, not even face. I would say name more than face. I think you guys are agreeing with me and not even knowing it, because you're just using different words to kind of, explain your perspective of it. But it's still the same thing as what I'm saying. When you say the fight was a success because of Rolly personality and charisma, not his name is what brought the personality and charisma. He can't have charisma and personality without a name. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying you could live without being born yet. I can't say that because you could be pregnant, obviously, but a woman could be pregnant. What I'm saying is, that's like saying that you could be alive and dead at the same time. So it doesn't really make sense. The reason why, he has a personality in his charisma is because of his name. You know what I'm saying? The people know him, Rolly Romero. That's the dude with it ties together, is what I'm saying. You already know, my guy. You already know. Love from Texas, bro. No Diddy. Nah, you already know. Shout out to Texas, man. Toma. You ready? Fire, I appreciate you, man. Oh, did we get another one? Okay, I thought we had another one for a second. All right, toma. We dropping tomas back to back. All right. Yep, and we also know if Vic look at you a certain way, he'll knock you up ASAP. That's a fact. I got it. I can't look. Nowadays, I get a woman pregnant by looking at her. I gotta wear shades nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Or walk around with my eyes closed, because how you say that? Is it fertile? Fertile. I think that's what it means, fertile. Like, I'm fertile as hell. I think that's how you say it. Where I make babies easy as hell, dog. I gotta put it this way. None of my kids was meant to be, nigga. I mean, they were meant to be, but they weren't intentional. Like, I ain't playing, motherfucker. my first year, I wasn't having any kids with my wife. I was like, okay, we good. I guess I'm shooting blanks. Year 2, forget about it, nigga. It's been history ever since. You know what I'm saying? Year 2, man, I done created a all-star team. Terry, welcome to the Thoma Security Club. Yes, sir. Everybody, welcome. Oops, wrong one. Sometimes I use the wrong one, son. Yeah, we got Terry part of the security team now. Let's go. What do you assign the personality and charisma to without a name? Yeah, what do you? That's my exactly what I mean, Terry Lou. People are just saying, oh, his personality is. Well, you need a name to push the personality. You know what I'm saying? People not just gonna be like, oh, the name, because if that's the case, there's a lot of people with personality that pushes the fight and the fights don't get nowhere. There's people that got personality that just don't push the fight. They just don't got the name. You know what I'm saying? Just because you have a personality charisma, it doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, that you're gonna sell a fight. You know what I'm saying? It does help maybe, but it doesn't mean you're gonna be a big major star. So Rolly Romero had to have a name to a certain extent to be able to promote the fight like he did against Tank Davis. That's just the facts. You say, yeah, you're yapping again. Yo, bro, say, yeah, you yapping again. Let me get some of this Café real quick. Bro, say, yeah, you yapping again. 100 facts. Let me make sure. Yo, frontline, I ate my Wheaties. Yeah, eat them Wheaties, pa. Them veggies. Before you go hop on my live, you gotta look in the mirror, prepare yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? So when you get into this live, you already, you know what I'm saying, do some push-ups before you get on my live, bro. And get ready to go to war for anybody who want it. You know what I'm saying?
Toma.
Warriors, come to play.
You know what I'm saying? And if they're not rocking with the Warriors,
This is Sparta!
you're not mean. That's how we get down, baby. Crawford got the personality of a bar of soap. That's why they thought he was K-Dot. Damn. That's wild. I thought you was gonna say something like he has a personality of a bar of soap. That's why he gets dropped a lot. I'm like, damn, that's he don't get dropped. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that would have been crazy if he did. Terry, the nutritional plan consists of pan con café for breakfast.
Toma.
Yeah, he's on to something. And then arroz con habichuela with your choice of pernil, chuleta, etc. Wheaties pa'l carajo. Don't support with the Wheaties, nigga. We don't eat. You gotta eat that select right there. Arroz con habichuela, pernil, chuleta. You know what I'm saying? Pan con café to start your day. And we straight. That's funny as hell. I'm not gonna hold you. That's funny as hell. You have good engagement in this live stream. If I were you, I'd definitely keep going live and ride the momentum. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely consider it, man. I'm gonna definitely consider the live sessions. Listen, if y'all would like me to go live on, like, let me know right now. Everybody that's on here right now, if you're just a viewer, subscribe to the channel. You got 1 minute to just hold off, and you're gonna be able to hop on the chat, right? How often would you like me to go live? I just want to know, so that way I got a better idea, and I could try to figure out by majority of the comments, you know, which one are getting the most type of same answers, and then I could kind of fit my schedule around that the best I could. I should have done that a little earlier when this was a little bit more packed, but at least for right now, those of you that's still here, that must mean that you guys really rocking with the channel and the live, so at least it's coming from people that I know I could count on. So y'all could let me know, like, every other day. Would you like, I don't know about daily. I feel like daily might be too much. Maybe 3 times a week. And then we could mess around and shut it down like that. But I appreciate you. Let me see. Work, calls, familia, enjoy your stay. You're ready. You're ready, pa. Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in once again. Terry Lou. You already know something. Pan con café. Yes, sir. So Vic says Victor Fonseca, my bad, Fonseca. Victor Fonseca said 3 times a week. Fonseca, are you from Florida by chance? Just a quick question. I know it might sound weird, but I knew somebody. Well, I met somebody, Fonseca, that was from. And I never met nobody else with that name. So, just throwing it out there. Maybe Fonseca's not yours. I mean, it's not you who I'm thinking about, but just want to throw it out there. 3 times a week is a good start. All right, I think 3 times a week, we could do something with 3 times a week. Realistically, whenever you can, you have your hands full with the newborn and the rest of the kids. Either way, we here. I appreciate you, Frontline. I appreciate you. Twice a week at least, Toma. Okay. So we got twice a week. All right. Saludos, Vic and Corillo, Chat Familia. Shout out to my guy, one of the day ones too. We got a lot of day ones here, man. I appreciate y'all. Oh, Texas. Oh, yeah, that's right. You said Texas. That's right. All right, cool. That's what's up, bro. I wonder how Texas is. I've never been to Texas. Well, I've been to Texas one time just on a flight. I went from Vegas to Texas, then I had to go to Florida. So before I went to Florida, I couldn't just go from Vegas to Florida, so I had to go to Texas, Dallas first. All right, let me see what's up. Okay. Dan Naldo came in hella late, bro. We do now, yeah, and it's because he used his personality to build his name. It's definitely not a hot record. Yeah. I mean, we basically on the same page, bro. We basically on the same page. I think like the same thing with my other guy. We just delivering it a little differently, but all that ties together. The personality, the name, and all that pretty much ties together because people get familiar with who you are through your personality, right? So if your personality, your charisma is what sold the fight. That is what introduced the people to that person that has the personality and charisma. So they're gonna be like, okay, that's rolling. Now that makes you a bigger name, and he was already doing that before Tank. That's all I'm saying. But I think we're agreeing together. But like the other, my other guy, I forgot what his name is, man. But we basically had the same type of concept here. Haney should fight Pitbull for a tune-up. He has a name. That would be a big win for him if he could. They're like each other's tune-ups, but I just think not really. I think Devin is more a tune-up for Pitbull. I don't think Pitbull. It's hard to consider Pitbull a tune-up, man. He's too dangerous, man. I know what you're saying though. I like the idea, but damn, Pitbull. I think Pitbull is a risk for anybody, but considering how Rayo beat him, maybe that might give Devin some confidence to be like, yo, I could take him out the same way. With my boxing, keep controlling the distance. So I just don't know about tune-up. I think that's too much. That's a little too far-fetched for someone like Pitbull, if you ask me. My opinion. You know what I'm saying? Pitbull is a little too dangerous for Devin, for real. I'm not gonna lie. I think Pitbull's a little too dangerous for Devin. I think Rolly was more realistic. But yeah, that's crazy. Pitbull will put a nail in the coffin of Haney's career. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I'm not a big. I don't. That's just too much. Yeah, that's too much, man. What's up with Supreme says he's still a threat or not? Yeah, I was talking about this earlier. As of right now, man, I'm still in a disappointed type of phase. Not really. I can't really say with Subril Matias. I just feel like how they're promoting this fight he has coming up. I believe it's in November. That's how you know I'm not catching up. Like, I'm still a fan of Subril Matias. It's just and it's messed up how Eddie Hearn did him. They dropped him. Eddie Hearn, they dropped Eddie Hearn, bro. They dropped Eddie Hearn. I mean, Eddie Hearn dropped him, Subril Matias, from the promotion. I already told y'all. Y'all remember when I said promote how I was getting? That's crazy. I swear, I'm like a psychic in this joint, bro. Because I said this. I made like 3 videos before the Subril Matias and even Leon Perro fight. How he was getting done dirty. How Subril Matias was getting done dirty with Matchroom. If y'all remember this, if y'all my day ones, y'all remember this, y'all could let me know. Y'all could confirm it. But I used to say that. I say, yo, it seems like he's really going hard for different fighters that kind of I feel that kind of, how I say this, that complements his his view of what a champion should be or look like, in my opinion, or where they come from. because he's having this repeated problem with a lot of people, putting them up against tough opponents. But if you notice, a lot of the tough opponents he's putting up against is crushing American boxing. And, Puerto Rico kind of ties to America a little bit. I just feel like he's kind of more or less favoring the other side of the world, if you will. You know what I'm saying? That's my perspective. I said that a while back, and it seems like there's a repeated cycle going on with Matchroom. It's all theory, though. It's all conspiracy. I'm not saying it's the fact, but it just seems to be a conspiracy theory for me. But I think Subriel Matias is still a threat. You know what I'm saying? He took out good fighters. He retired a lot of good fighters. He killed somebody in the ring. That's still a big threat to me. You know what I'm saying? But if you ask me, he needs to go climbing up again. He's kind of in that. Subriel Matias' situation right now reminds me of Kovalev when he lost to Andre Ward. It's like Kovalev also killed somebody in the ring, right? He was looking dangerous. He fought Andre Ward. Then he lost to him. And I'm more or less speaking the second time when he lost by KO. And it kind of just like, you still get that dangerous type of, idea when you think about Kovalev. But you don't see him being at the top at all. You know what I'm saying? As of right now, you don't see him as a top contender. So that's kind of how I translated with Subriel Matias as of right now. And I don't think his next fight is making it better. But, he gets past this fight. And like I said, if he was younger, it would be different. I'll be like, yeah, go ahead, get this fight, get it out the way. But he's getting a little older, so he don't have much fights under his belt, if you ask me. So I think what Subriel Matias was going to happen is that I don't think he's going to end his career in, I feel like he's slowly fading away, in my opinion. Hopefully he doesn't, but let's think about it. He's taking this fighter, right? It seems to be more of a tune-up. All right, let me put this down real quick. He's taking more of a tune-up, but my thing is that I'm tired of tune-ups getting abused, right? And I feel like with tune-ups, at a certain age, you shouldn't be taking tune-ups. You know what I'm saying? Because you're towards the end of your career. So that this only tells me with him taking this fight with this individual with a card that's not so big like that, I just feel like what's taking place with Subriel Matias is that he's gonna only two options. He's gonna end his career being faded away, or he's gonna end his career with his final fight being his biggest fight. That's what it's looking like. His final fight might be his biggest fight, or he's just not gonna, end it with a bang. Those are like the only two options I could really think of for Subriel Matias right now. I would love to see him back because I'm a big fan of Subriel Matias. But I think Dev would beat Pitbull just like Rayo did, but with more fashion. Yo, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe Devin has longer reach if he's able to control the distance more. Like I said, styles make fights. I don't kill you for it, but I do believe that's just a dangerous fight for Devin right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's a good fight for him to try to build his confidence back, because all he has to do is get hit with one of those, charging left overhands, you know what I'm saying? Or right overhand, whichever one lands for Pitbull. I could tell you that Ryan's left, I could tell you that Pitbull's overhand left is just as dangerous as Ryan's left hook. Maybe even more dangerous. So if he's able to avoid it, cool. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna shoot you for it, but I just think it would have been better before the Ryan Garcia fight. I think he would have had more success. But after the Ryan Garcia fight, I don't know, man. Yeah. Amado been here from the beginning. A lot of day ones, man. I love y'all, man. Styles makes fights. It's true. Haney has the style to beat any boxer. What he doesn't have is the power to keep a pressure fighter like Pitbull off him. Good point, man. Still dangerous for sure, but good point. But yeah, man. And like I said, there's some people that be like, oh, you don't push Subriel Matias no more, this, that, and third. Because it's like, bro, what do you expect me to do? I'm not managing his career. So I always tell people like this, don't get it confused. I don't pick and choose. I report the news. Sometimes I get, I'm not sports center type of individual, obviously. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be mistaking me for a person that be on Sports Center, ESPN, and all that. I don't look like a motherfucker that be on there. So y'all holding me to a high-ass regard, a high standard, and I appreciate it. But I'll be lying if I say that I don't have my biased ways sometimes. I do, because I mix some of my analyst take with my fan take. I'm a fan of the sport. At the end of the day, there's a fan page. Like I said, I'm not Sports Center. I'm not ESPN. I do know a thing or two about boxing. I express myself, and I allow my audience to, elaborate with me, and we build. But I'm not going to come up on here being ignorant either. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to come here and spit facts for y'all. You know what I mean? Do you think father-son duels ruin careers? I mean, it's looking like it's proven it. You know what I'm saying? It's looking like, it's being proven that it low-key does. I think father-son duels are great to start the careers of young fighters. I think they do great starting careers. They get a lot of great success because I want to say this on camera. I might put the camera back on. I want to say this on camera, bro. My bad. Sipping this coffee real quick. But I do want to say this on camera because this is important for me. Hopefully my camera light is going to be all right. It's been a little overheated. Let me wait. I'll explain it through here. But this is how I feel, right? I feel like when it comes to father-son duels, they're great in the beginning. Why? Because a lot of these young kids don't have a lot of role models. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of kids, especially from the bottom, you got to understand boxing is a sport that comes from, kids from the low class. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of low class kids don't even have a father. You see what I'm saying? It's getting deep. A lot of young kids don't even got father role models or nothing. So, sometimes they still get involved in the sport of boxing like Tank did, but not everybody was so lucky like Tank. So they end up catching on a little late. They don't get the right, experience, the right guidance, and their career ends up falling short early. You know what I'm saying? Tank is one of those special kids that was able to push himself along and having a great coach to focus on him. But I guarantee you there was other kids just like Tank that wasn't, that coaches didn't really see much potential into really want to sacrifice their time in teaching them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe these kids also go through a lot of things back at home. So basically what I'm saying is, in the beginning of a fighter's career, I think I think it should be something mandatory, not mandatory, but something that should really be it should be done with father-son duels. I think that's a great way to start a young boxer's career. I feel like it's proven that father-son duos take you to that next level, but I feel like it doesn't help you conquer the top level, in my opinion. If that makes sense. It's a great gateway to boxing. A father-son duel is great. You need that support system through the amateurs, especially a father-son. That gives you a lot of pride, a lot more to fight for when you're in the amateurs and in the beginning of your professional career. But then there's a certain time of your career where you got to be like, okay, we could only go so far as a duo together. We need to adjust, and we want to, we gotta understand that there's always space for improvement. From there, we have to, let's hire somebody else. Dad, I love you. And it shouldn't even be the son saying this to the father. It should be the father saying, hey, Pa, I'm still on your corner no matter what. I love you. But there's only so much I could do. Right now I'm playing, a jack of all trades, but we need to find masters in these individual sections of what you need work on. So that way we could further improve your skill all the way around. You know what I'm saying? But I think what's the problem is that a lot of these head coaches that are fathers are not applying that. They think that, I'm the full package. I could do everything for my son. I could do this, that, and third. I got him this far. I'm going to take him farther. You know what I'm saying? We got this far because of me type idea. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they fall short. And I think there's a time in a young man's career that you don't have to kick your father out the way, but you have to have an addition to that team to make life a little easier for your father, not to focus on everything else. You know what I'm saying? And to not only be the one taking control of the career. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if that makes sense for y'all. But I think, in other words, to sum it down to a brief, statement, I feel like I mentioned, father and son duels are great to start off a young boxer's career. However, towards, after being established for a few fights, I think is very well important and should really be considered for every father to get that additional help for their son's career. That's basically what it is in a brief little summary. All right, we got my guy Juicy. You will one day, bro. You gonna be right there with Biz and Pro Box. Man, I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Juicy, man. I've been doing this about 5 months now, almost 6. I've been getting some good feedback. I'm just, I'm humbled, bro. There's sometimes, bro, I hop off live during good sessions, bro, and I get emotional, son. Excuse me. I be getting emotional, man. Damn, I just burped right on the mic. I hope I didn't disturb you. Oh, thank you, love. Thank you so much.
Toma.
Yeah, man. Sometimes I get off live, I get emotional. I'm like, damn, man, I can't believe that, you know, I'm able to create a community like this. You know what I'm saying? With people where we could communicate and stuff. Not for nothing, bro. I come from humble beginnings. So, you know, now that I got my family, I don't be active outside like I used to be, obviously, because now I got my own gang to raise now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want this gang involved in the streets like I was. So, you know, during this process in my life, during this stage of my life, you know, you don't talk to so much people. You know, I still got my homies, of course, you know, but they got their own life too. So it's like you get older, you start to understand, like, damn. And now that I'm able to build this community, it's like a new beginning for me. You know what I'm saying? So I truly appreciate y'all. I couldn't be done without y'all, man. So thank y'all so much for even believing in me in this early stage of my channel. To think that I'm gonna be up there with Biz and Pro Boxing them. I truly appreciate that. That means a lot to me, bro. For real. It inspires me, motivates me, it keeps me going. Thank you so much, dog. Why would he fight Martin and take the chance of losing to him when he could fight Pitbull, which would be a huge win for him? Losing to Martin would be a devastating. That's a good point. I think if you're gonna pick between Martin or Pitbull, I say go Pitbull. Because at least if you lose, you lost to somebody that is dangerous for almost anybody. Pitbull. And he's a bigger name. That's what I mean by the names situation. I think that's where it plays a big role. When you fight a name, Pitbull got a bigger name than Cinder Martin. So why not fight someone like Pitbull? Because if you win, you took out Pitbull. But if you lose, guess what? You lost to Pitbull. Someone that has a name. You know what I'm saying? But you lose to Cinder Martin, you know, it's like, who? You know what I'm saying? Who he lost to? What's going on here? Facts. Devin know how to separate himself from his father. Bill ruining Dev. Yeah, man. Bill, that's how I feel, bro. Bill's ruining. I feel like, yeah, Dev don't know how to separate from his father. Yeah, man. That's the problem, bro. That's just the problem. That these young fighters, man. Like I said, to start a career, I think the father-son duo is absolutely great. But if you've seen with Danny Garcia and Angel Garcia, they had a great start of their careers. But then towards the end, there's some adjustments that has to be done in order to have a full successful boxing career. You know what I'm saying? If you just want, you know, try to get the big bag and then, you know, let it just coast, then that's cool. Stay with the father-son duo. But I feel like it's proven that you need to make some adjustments during your professional career after being established so much. But like I said, I do feel like the father-son duo is great. I think it's great. But then you hit that limit where you have to, you know, separate. And it gets a little different. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that balance. And that's the problem that's going on with boxing right now. There's not a balance with the father-son duos. And that's why we're getting this type of response. You see Danny Garcia taking a loss the way he did, and we didn't even see that coming the way he did. And you don't even like he got hurt. He ended up quitting. We was confused, right? We got Devin Haney taking the loss how he did and how they're going about it. Losses is okay. It's how you go about it's like what was impactful about this loss is the concern. Danny Garcia, the way he lost, we didn't see that coming. He lost first time getting knocked down, and that's it. Boom, it's over. We didn't see that warrior spirit or nothing. We didn't get to see a true boxer or a true boxer fight or whatever out of Danny Garcia in that fight. Same with Danny, with Devin Haney. We seen that though. We seen that warrior side of him. So I could appreciate his performance, but what impacted us is the way he went about it after losing. And that's when it started coming to light. Like, okay, this father-son thing is going a little out of control. Mind you, this whole live It's about Ryan Garcia versus Bill. It's not even about Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. Look at the poll. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it's the father getting involved at a stage of Devin's career where Devin should have other people talking for him outside of his father. Someone more professional, someone more, hey, this is how we're going about this. Not entertaining the Twitter as much as Devin Haney is. And that's what Bill's doing right now. Bill's acting like he's the one boxing. So that's my problem. Everybody that has that father-son duo is dealing with it a little different. One person I could give respect to is Kid Austin, because I done seen him check his father in front of him in the interview. And even Teofimo Lopez checking his father sometimes. But even when you see Teofimo Lopez, you see how he went about losing to Cambosis, and they held no accountability. They went about Cambosis and they had no accountability. And he was able to recover and did a great job unifying at 140 after that. But even when you look at it now, it's hard for him to even close up a fight because of his antics outside of the ring. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it has to do with stuff that he learned and was influenced by from his dad. So, yeah, father-son duos is just it's unfortunate, but at a certain time of a boxer's career, there has to be a certain level of separation to help improve the career of their son, their boxing career, the career of their sons. You know what I'm saying? You have to. If you feel like there's no room for improvement, then that's where you fail, because there's always going to be room for improvement. All right. So Louis Caban said, isn't that why he has Freddie Roach in that video of him hitting the heavy bag? Well, maybe that would be nice if you got Freddie Roach in there. I know he has maybe Freddie Roach is putting him on, making sure he lifts it, keeps his arm up and ish. So hopefully, but I feel like sometimes you just need Bill Haney should just go on vacation for one fight, and let's see how Devin Haney performs without his father even in the picture of a training camp. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how that goes. Let's just see where he's able to focus, blocking everything out, and kind of manage it out. You know what I'm saying? See how it goes. We seen that Devin Haney was getting brutally, beat up by Ryan Garcia, and, Bill Haney didn't throw in the towel. And I feel like there's if it was someone else, they would have thrown that towel. You know what I'm saying? They were just throwing the towel like, listen, we're not. But that's where the connection between Devin and Bill could be dangerous in the sport of boxing, because he believes in his son so much that he's willing to have his son go through hell before possibly trying to get a knockout, which was not looking like he was going to get at all in that fight. But he was hoping for his son to pull some shit off. But it's dangerous to be like that. That's why I feel like those connections got to be separated sometimes, man. It's too dangerous. Bill Haney stayed putting himself in the light. Nobody want adjustments they make. Yeah, man. It's scary. Bill Haney stayed putting himself in the limelight. Okay, nobody. Yeah, bro. It's crazy. It's wild. I agree. Bill is OD living through his son. I'm not even. It's crazy. Let me see. Let me hear what Big Drew got to say. Y'all need to stop taking Bill's antics to heart. He just a glorified hype man. Let him live. Nah, I feel you. I'm not. Listen, I'm here to cover the sport. I'm here to cover the things that take place in the sport. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of the topics that are pretty big in the sport of boxing right now. So I'm gonna cover this for sure, regardless. You know what I'm saying? and I put the wrong joint. I bet you could laugh. But it's not, bro. You gotta understand. You're saying that we shouldn't we're taking it to the heart, right? Bro, what do you think is gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? I don't take it to the heart. Like, this is what I mean. I feel like they take a lot of things to the heart, right? For example, you had Bill Haney saying stuff about Hispanics before. And he said to Mill City, oh, I know how y'all get down over there with those, you know what I'm saying? With them drugs, you know what I'm saying? I've been around the block. I know how y'all Latinos get down with, and he's referring to cocaine. I found that shit insulting, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, it's insulting. That's no matter how you put it, I feel like that's just insulting, whether it applies to you or not. But to make a broad general statement like that, I get it. Don't take it to the heart. I ain't gotta take it to the heart, but if you could give it, then you better be able to take it. So that's where I'm at with it, Big Drew. The only reason why I put this energy out is only because, it's only because I'm just reflecting the energy back. A lot of people be thinking I just woke up one morning and wanted to disrespect the hell out of the Haneys. Nah, man, there's a few things that I noticed. That's why I come at TO2. If y'all know me, y'all know I used to come at TO Female hard as hell. There's certain things that get said, and then it's like, okay, then you know what? They're a target now for me because, if you could dish it out, then I hope you could take it. And that's where I'd be at with it. But I don't just come on here making shit up either. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to blemish the character from things that weren't already published or exposed or dang. Anything else, I let it be known as my opinion, and this is what I believe is taking place. But I could be wrong. I don't claim to know the absolute truth about situations that obviously haven't been publicized yet. You know what I'm saying? So I give my personal perspective. But other than that, man, yeah, he said some things that was kind of like, it don't hurt me, but it just gives me the motivation that, let me get back there. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my lip back. So that's really what it is. His antics are what is getting him hurt. Okay, let's see what's up. Bill Haney's a clown. That was wrong. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. That's really what it is. But it's not to I gave Bill Haney a lot of credit too, man. I always try to keep a balance. Like when he had his kids and I think it was like his granddaughters maybe in the joint. I'm like, yeah, man, I kind of seen something in Bill at that moment. But then he said something with Mayweather saying that he's 50 on the streets. And it's kind of like, bro, you're old already, man. Like, and there's just things that throw me off. So when he said that about the Latino stuff, it was just kind of like, damn, bro, why you had to go there? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I started doing my part. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just put it out there. That's it. You know what I mean? Bill said he for the streets, but out here on some rat stuff. Yeah. I feel like if you're going to put bad energy out, make sure that, your energy is good. And you don't have no skeletons in your closet. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to all catch up to you, man. That's why I come up on here being transparent as hell, bro. I try to be as transparent as possible. Because anybody could say anything on here and just be like, oh, that's why this, that, and third. I'm like, bro, I already said this like when I first started my channel, nigga. It ain't nothing new. Yeah, man. Yo, Vic, what's good? What's good, Sean? We got Boogeyman Boxing. What's good, Sean? It's my guy. But shout out to Big Drew, man. Like, I want y'all to know that regardless who you're going for, whether you're a Haney fan, whether you're a Garcia fan, I don't got nothing personally against none of you guys. I don't know a lot. Y'all know me more than I know y'all because I don't even know how y'all look. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how a lot of y'all look. It's not personal against none of the five. You're allowed to have your own perspective. I hope y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like some of these communities that want freedom so much, but they get, they get so, their pennies in a bunch when you exercise freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't got no, if you're a Haney fan, I'm cool with motherfuckers right now that they like Haney in real life. And we be going back and forth with it, right? But it always turns into some fun conversation, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's how a lot of our conversations would be in real life. But since we're on YouTube, it's a different universe, it's a different, culture, it's a different way how people go things. And racism is much more sensitive on YouTube than in real life. I'm telling you that right now from my experience. I could say something in real life to somebody, yo, Devin Haney is trash, bro. I don't care what you say. I could say something like, yo, I hate the black fighting styles. They're so trash, right? I could say that in real life to one of my black boys, you know what I'm saying? It even feels funny saying black boys. I just say my boys. To one of my boys. I feel like I got to say that on YouTube because it's just a different world in YouTube. But I could say that to one of my peoples and they'll be like, nigga, the Latinos can't even fight. Nigga, what you talking about? Latinos can't even... And it will be a funny ass conversation about two fighters from two different races. You know, that there are two different races. And we could battle out and it'll be a fun conversation. But guess what? On YouTube, it's like you can't... It's too sensitive because there's just different cultures from different backgrounds and different experiences people dealt with racism that it might affect them to the extent where you say something like that on YouTube, everybody automatically thinks you racist and shit. So, but just know on my channel, you can express yourself however you want. I don't care if you say shit about Latinos on my channel. Be respectful though, at least. Make it make sense and don't spam. If you can say one racist ass comment, and if it's just one, I don't even care. I'll be like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't be caring. You can say whatever you want. But now if you're gonna go back to back just saying racist shit and spamming my channel, I'm gonna block you. But if you just over here saying a racist joke, I'm gonna laugh with you because that's the type of joke I am. I'm a jokester like that. I say dark jokes. You know what I'm saying? We say dark jokes about each other, about our own people. You know what I mean? Because that's how we play in real life. Not a Haney fan, just a boxing fan. Respect to Drew. You know what I'm saying? I feel you on that. Alright, creo que Bang Bang Boogie. Yeah, now where Bang Bang go? Oh no, that's not Bang Bang Boogie. Bang Bang Boogie kind of disappeared for a while. He hasn't been around. Yeah, YouTube strict. That's a fact. I'm gonna put my camera on one more time, and maybe we could get this road on the show real quick. I don't know if I said that backwards or what. Let's take it back to the main screen, Sean. So yeah, that's what we got here, fellas. I don't know if anybody listen. I'm gonna start shutting down, man. I hope y'all appreciate it. If there's anything y'all want to say it now or forever hold your peace. You know what I'm saying? Any last takes, y'all let me know. But outside of that, oh yeah, super chats. Y'all want to bless me one more time before I go? I truly appreciate it. But I'm about ready to close up in here for 3 hours. Thank y'all so much. We gonna do it like this. Hold on, I got you know I gotta do this the right way, y'all. I gotta do this the right way, y'all. Alright. This is the universal favorite to fight fans from all nations. Thank you for tuning in to VIC SZN Sports, the #1 source for combat news and creations. If you enjoyed this live video, because as I'm shooting this, it's live right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading comments. It seems like I'm pretty good at this, right? I've been practicing since I've been here, man. I failed all the time, but I'm getting better. But anyways, if you enjoyed this live, man, make sure to smash that like button if you haven't already. Don't hit it twice because then that means you'll be on liking the video. So make sure to smash that like button if you haven't already. You know, comment down below. Give me your thoughts, your overall view of this actual video. You know what I'm saying? The topics of this video. And yeah, let me know what you think. But before you do though, you know, don't hesitate to drop a little something in my Cash App. Don't worry. Gotta make sure to bless you with that cash back. We also got, you know, the Venmo, the super thanks, and the super chats. And before you even do that, you know, go smash that like button, do all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure, just in case, I just want to make sure y'all know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Smash the like. We got to build this shit, motherfucker. But listen, I want to give a big shout out to all of my peoples that donated. Thank y'all so much. This definitely helped the live out. I hit some decent numbers, bigger than usual, so I will consider the 3 days a week, at least 2 days a week, but I'm gonna see 3 days a week and start getting more active on here, especially if we're gonna get results like this. I truly appreciate it, and we'll continue building. Let me see if there's anything else I could read here before I go. If there's anything. Worst case, GoFundMe for Vic. Look, my guy said GoFundMe for Vic, Bang Bang Boogie for school buses for the family. That's funny as hell. Alright, let me see. My guy said, glad you're not in the kitchen no more. I'll be moving around, bro. I'll be moving to see. I'll be stuck here. I rock with y'all, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be stuck here, but I gotta go. I gotta attend to my kids, motherfucker. So I love y'all. You already know what's up. Make sure to tune in for the next joint. We're going to be dropping more. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be here when you guys return because
VIC SZN got that flavor.
And we out, baby.